Streaming again here. See what it does.
If it works, go out to my car and watch me commit die.
Yeah, I'm on your car right now. Oh, and it's up, Rob.
Oh, awesome. Welcome, one and all, to tonight's special event, the NNSCRA Last Hurrah special event, to be hosted for the one, the only, Seth Cole, as he will be getting very busy with his life, so this could possibly be his last online race, so we're here to celebrate it with the 358 Dirt Late Model mod, or 358 Modifieds, correct me, at Fuel Motorsports Park. So we're going to go ahead and hop in, and we will have a virtual lap around the track with our one and only guest, Johnny Yakko Gardner.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Oh, Seth already kills a car. Oh, my. Alright, and it's apparently... What?
It appears that Johnny Gardner is having some issues.
Well, no, I'm checking to see the live stream, and apparently it's saying it's offline now when it's supposed to be live.
It'd be just Rob's connection then. Maybe Seth said it was live, so it could very well just be connection issues.
It very well could be.
Hold up.
Well, let's see. It's offline on my end.
It's offline on my end as well.
And we'll take a break for more station identification. That'll stop. Since you are live on the NNSCRA Sports.
Let's see if this helps.
User was moved to your channel.
Where did it move to?
Me? You're back down here again.
Oh, hi.
It went offline again.
It's weird.
It went offline again?
Is it possible it could
I'm
just be
live now.
Rob's
I have it
connection?
live for me.
It could be.
Should I try window mode
Wait,
to
Chris
see if
says
it
it's
helps?
live for him. Hang on, did you go offline or you still have it online, Rob?
It's live.
It's online.
I see live.
Oh god.
I would say window mode.
Yeah, we're live, guys. We're live.
I would say window mode.
Yeah, we're live, guys. We're live.
I don't see it. I need a link. Can someone send me the link on Facebook so I can...
Copy.
Alright, we are good.
Cool.
I'm hearing echoes through my phone.
Ouch.
So probably what I'll do, guys, is I'll probably, like, have track be closed at, like, 7:55,
For
and
the
you guys
virtual lap
can
around.
do it then,
Why
and
don't-
I'll do
you-
driver's meeting then.
Why don't... Oh, that's right. I was going to say, why don't you do it... Why don't you close it after qualifying, but...
Because everything's going to be one after the other. I won't have time for a driver's meeting then.
I like how the picture is still NNSCRA painting.
Yeah, I didn't have
Yeah.
a chance to change the thumbnail. I'll change that afterwards.
Her face is a thumbnail.
The horror film.
The horrors within.
Face is a thumbnail.
Alright, we're in the server.
Holy cow, what is wrong with your color? My god, that's
It's
like the
called
most-
Reshade.
Reshade.
Holy cow, that's trippy. I look like I'm looking at your screen on mushrooms or something.
Alright, well, I'm moving up.
Holy cow.
Alright, good luck tonight,
User
Seth.
left your channel.
I look like I'm
Michael, you got a lot of echo. Just pointing that
I
out.
know, I'm turning it down. Well, I'm gonna move up with Seth, so I'll be back when the virtual lap starts.
Copy.
Question is, am I doing the
User left
virtual
your
lap too?
channel.
If you want to be the guinea pig with me, yes.
Alright, so we will have me and Johnny Gardner doing the virtual lap. Let's go through some of our field that is out here for practice, everyone. In the number 0, we will have the one, the only, Seth Cole. And looking at your standings, he is currently P6 in practice, so not too bad for...
Could always open up your S key and open up the leaderboard that way too.
Oh, true.
Just FYI.
I'm gonna turn off the racing line too, since I'm not driving. Wrong thing.
Wow. GG.
Oh, Hartnett just ate crap.
Oh crap, I don't even want to be on track either. There we go. Let's go. There is Seth Cole, the racing god himself, making laps. Still P6 on the board, I believe, with a 32-1.
You are correct, sir.
Here's the 51 of Corey Williams. Believe is... No, he hasn't set a time yet.
No, he hasn't set a lap time. He's getting ready to though. Looking at my end, wow. I think go to Zach Rogers if he was. Yeah, go to Zach Rogers. He's the fastest car on the track at the moment with a 31.75.
No, Roger Ray is currently the fastest with a 31.892. That Advanced Auto Parts number 44. Oh, no, I'm behind.
Go to live, you ding dong. That would help.
Alright, now we're live. James Sully in the 72.
Who hired you for tonight?
Me.
Can we?
Fair enough.
Dollarton, can we count that? Make a chalk up for bloopers tonight, and that's number 3.
Yeah.
Let's just act like no bloopers happen.
This is garbage time right now anyway, so this is...
There is your fastest. Oh, we got a spin.
And we got Jeff in front of Rogers.
Hartnett goes around with the number 99 of Levi McIntyre. Looks like we got tight racing action, even though it's already in practice. Phil Parker on the number 24 Pepsi car, I believe that is. I believe I see Pepsi on that car.
Let's take a look. See, I'm going to get a better angle at this. Yes, you are correct. It is a DuPont Pepsi automobile tonight, who is currently 7th fastest.
Okay. Got Phil Parker in that number 24. Let's see what kind of line he runs here on the track.
And he doesn't pick up.
Oh, he's using the pavement. That's not... I don't even know if that's what you're supposed to do.
Well, that's not a good idea, though, because even though it's technically a dirt track, you should not be using the pavement.
And here's the one, the only David Alvarez in the number 42 Red Bull Racing. I don't even know what the makes are, because there aren't makes.
Hold on, don't you mean David?
Yes. Carson Gum in the 77, currently 10th on the board.
Booth later on.
And there's Corey. Still hasn't set a time yet, I don't believe. Oh, he has. He's 13th on the board.
Alvarez just spun out in 4.
55, Andrew Miller.
Ooh.
Oh, and Levi going through the grass there. Let's see what Alvarez did here. Oh, looks like the tail end just whipped around on him.
And look who finally decides to show up. Number 25, Andrew Lemke's finally on the track.
There he is. Not running a great line, it looks like.
Well, the thing of it is, he just hasn't had the time to practice. He just got here, so just give him some time and he'll probably figure it out. But he does pick up, and oh my, he almost went around too.
There is your current fast time holder, Zach Rogers, in the number 95 Monster Energy modified. Very good looking car.
And he's about to go to pit road. And
he comes in hot.
But he hits the line perfectly.
He's taking on board lap with Roger Ray here.
Roger Ray just jumped up to 2nd on the board.
What are you looking at, Chris? Have you been live for a while? He's been 2nd for a while.
No, I may have just... the standings may have shifted. And it may have just thrown me off as to who shifted.
Understandable.
Oh, Roger dives it in deep. Not quite too shelly right there. Oh, and he almost gets his bumper.
Yeah, he almost sent it in.
We got a chunk of the wall in the process.
Roger's trying to get all he can out of this car.
Is it me, or if you look at Shelly's car, isn't it sponsored by something taco related?
Yes, it looks like
Is Taco
Casa. I don't even know what that is.
We got a couple down in Houston. No, not that bad tacos, to be honest.
At least ain't as bad as crappy
Oh,
taco.
it's-
Oh! Under Shelly he goes, and there goes
And
Shelly.
he turned him. Wow.
And he turned him! No! And here comes... Oh, wait. We're at the wrong... That would be the wrong track reference. Whoops!
Back to Rogers, your current fast time holder. He's gonna be approaching here on Seth, and he goes around Gum on the bottom. Will he catch Seth? Reminding me, our lap info for tonight, we will have 2 heats. We will be doing a group qualifying manner. The fastest of the 2 laps that the drivers run, we'll place them in their grid order. Left side, or odd number, qualifying spots will be one of the heats, and then inside line, well, outside and inside lines will be 2 separate heats. And then we will have our main right afterwards, not to mention a broadcaster's heat consuming of all of us broadcasters racing each other.
Drilled hard by Zach Rogers.
Man, what a shot. Let's go take a look. Looks like he just whipped it around. And wham! Rogers just drilled him. What a shot. Let's see. Track info. A 1.058 oval. They will be doing 45 for pit road. Don't know if that's correct.
Yeah, that is
Most
correct.
likely it is. And this track is very much like a flat New Hampshire.
It's exactly like New Hampshire, but it's covered in dirt.
Exactly. Oh, and there it goes. There it goes Gum around. Not on our live feed. Seth Cole dumped Gum a few laps back.
And Phil Parker has fallen out of the server.
Let's go back to our TV camera. Seth currently holds 9th in the point standing. Or not point
Not the
standings,
point
but practice standing.
Practice, race, practice during race practice. Oh my gosh. Man, what made Seth choose a dirt track? Well, he obviously knows it's Phil's expertise, but it's not. He's not showing it. Whoops. Sorry, guys.
Rogers is roasting it. Whoa, and there it goes.
Manual, and up and over goes the 0-0.
And Emmanuel goes for a tumble. The double zero just went for a 3-time barrel roll. And Seth disappears off the track.
Well,
Rogers still getting after it.
It looks like Emmanuel took the Fuel Motorsports Park tumble.
Rogers around Gum on the bottom. Can he clear him? Whoa!
Whoa, Rogers almost sent it in on Shelley.
Hartnett almost spun off pit road and nearly took Roger Ray with him.
And there goes Rogers and around. Keeps it off the wall, though.
While we're in practice, Johnny, could you inform us on what our stage lengths will be during the main event?
During the main event, we have 3 stages for you tonight. First stage ends on lap 25, second stage ends on lap 52, and the final stage ends on lap 104. Pits will be closed prior to the completion of each stage.
And I haven't heard word on if we're going to be doing 4-wide salutes yet. There is a possibility that may happen.
That would be actually kind of cool to see. I would have to confirm that from Race Control, aka Mr. Seth Cole himself.
Roger hasn't gained any time on Zach Rogers. It's the Roger and Rogers show.
That is correct. And actually, we got about a minute till we do the virtual lap. I got to remind the little Race Control director himself.
And here comes Roger approaching on McIntyre fast. Oh, and around goes Rogers.
Yep.
Ray nearly makes contact with the wall off of turn 2. And he really sends it into 3 and 4. Oh, and McIntyre slides up the track, and Rogers really gonna gain on him.
Oh my god, it looks like we got the 77.
Joined your channel.
Hey, okay. They're pulling everybody off the track now, so whenever it's clear, you can begin your lap.
Now it's virtual lap time.
Once Hartnett gets off the track.
Hold
Alright,
on.
I'm on track if you want to do it to me.
Let me adjust one of my settings before we begin.
Hold on, Johnny. He's not ready yet.
The track is officially clear.
Alright.
Your road speed 45, 4,000 seconds.
User left your channel.
Alright, Darlington, you can give us the all clear to let us.
You are all clear. Proceed with our virtual lap.
Stay on the apron. Just stay on your bottom right here.
User joined your channel.
As these guys do their virtual lap, just wanted to let you know, pass along a message. When you guys are done with your virtual lap, Seth is going to be resetting the entire, okay, good job, guys. He's going to be, resetting the server completely back to the track page, and then kicking it forward, and that'll be the beginning of qualifying.
Watch your speed.
Cool.
Yeah, we're gonna try this virtual lap again.
4,000 seconds. Dig, buddy.
One more time.
Stay on
Take
the
2.
apron. Just stay on your bottom right here.
There you go, Gardner making his way around. I would have to say the tougher parts of this track,
This is basically
it's going to be down in 3 and 4, I would have to say. In 3 and 4, that's where I've seen a lot of guys spin out just watching practice. And then, of course, if you hit the apron at any point of this track, you are more than likely going to go around if you have half the car in the dirt and half the car on the asphalt. Drivers are going to have to be very wary of that as they come around the track tonight here at the NNSCRA Last Hurrah event.
This is, they say they're having trouble in turns 3 and 4, keeping it on the bottom, some of them at least, so should make for an interesting concept.
Yeah, that further proves my point. Now 3 and 4 is going to be tricky tonight. If you're more on the outside and more of the good stuff, you may be alright, but you remember you got to keep it off the wall, as Gardner here will come around and he will complete our virtual lap here at Fuel Motorsports Park.
33.791, that's over a second, 2 seconds slower.
Or you can go ahead and tell Seth we are clear to go.
Alright.
Little smoke show.
User left your channel.
I beat your virtual time, Johnny.
Nothing wrong with that, Chief.
Virtual laps will be done. Be sure to tune in after the main event, as our broadcasters up here in the booth will be duking it out in what we call the broadcasters heat, a 15-lap dash to see who has the best dirt skills of our commentators.
Are you going to throw it out there? It ain't going to be me.
Yeah, it won't be me either. I suck at dirt.
User joined
Looks
your
like
channel.
Dollarton won't be having dollar signs in our heat.
Hey, They wanted me to tell you that your aspect is off, like your stream. You got some of your screen is cut off.
Oh.
Like it's full screen technically, like you can see the whole track, but it doesn't fit the aspect ratio. If that makes sense.
Yeah, there's a black bar off to the right.
Yeah, there's a black bar to the right. It's not full screen.
Whatever.
All right. Well, I mean, it's not like they're gonna have any trouble seeing it anyway. So.
Yeah, they're out on the track, so and it's all in the screen. It's just a little off.
I guess they're waiting another minute. He said at 8 o'clock, so. Hey, look, it's
8 o'clock will begin our heats, or not heats, I believe we'll begin our group qualifying.
We'll begin our qualifying.
As mentioned before, they will be taking the best time of each driver of the 2 laps that they run, and that will determine where they qualify. And then they will be taking that qualifying order to assume the order for our heats that will be taking place right after qualifying.
And we are at the top of the hour. We're just waiting for a track to be, the server to be reset for a group qualifying.
As we wait for our server to set, we will pause. Wait, no, we can't do that.
Well, we can't technically take a break for station identification. Speaking
And
of which,
there's the server reset.
Gentlemen, you'll have to excuse me for a moment. I gotta answer the door, but I will be back in 3 minutes.
And as one difference can be
as
solidly
will take a break
noted.
for station identification, we are getting ready to begin group qualifying.
One difference that can be noted is you can actually watch these guys qualify as 2 other online events, as we'll be using the practice session to do the qualifying as a group qualifying effort.
Look out, Mad. Ooh. Shouldn't Park... Oh, and...
Oh, Rogers goes around!
Well, technically, if this is group qualifying, Parker should start in the back for merging onto the track too early.
User joined your channel.
Alright. This is qualifying, so 10 minutes. This is qualifying that we're seeing now.
Yep.
Let's go ahead to the 95 of Rogers, your fastest car in the practice session. See what kind of time he lays down.
Oh, just about took out the 44 car there.
Yeah, Carson.
These 2 cars we are looking at are currently what were the fastest 2 cars in our practice session. So be on the lookout for these guys in qualifying and in the race.
First
Emmanuel Hartdown lays down a 32.194. Oh, and Shelley tops that with a 32.1. Parker comes in with 32.0. And Rogers to the top of the board.
Jinx.
31.7, just like he ran in practice.
That 95 is definitely going to be a car to look out for tonight.
Roger pulls off, gives Rogers room.
Is Rogers going to send it? Yes, he will. Really diving into the corner.
Could this be a pickup? I don't know. We'll see.
And Rogers lays down
a 32.012. Design improve.
He's slower.
As mentioned, dirt does not even create any tire wear, so this track is all about consistency and making moves where it is right. You time a move wrong on a dirt track, you are going to take a lot of cars out with you.
As David picks up.
David up to third with a 31.9.
We are in qualifying, Chris. We have until it says 1:19, an hour and 19 minutes. That's an hour, 19 minutes and 59 seconds. That's when qualifying ends.
So we got about 7 minutes left.
Yep.
In the group qualifying session, Zach Rogers sitting at the top of the podium right now for the heats.
It's Rogers. And I think it's Roger.
Oh, and Andrew Miller slides in between David and... Wow. And
by
Andrew.
a 1/10 of a second.
By 1/1000th, actually.
Oh, dang. 1/1000th separates third and fourth as Alvarez sits with a 31.912 and Miller slides in with a 31.911.
And it looks like Parker had an accident.
That was Phil Parker that had to head back to pits.
Where is the 24? Oh, there
Oh,
it
he
is.
lost. He's losing it off of pit road.
And
Oh
he's
no.
gonna lose it. He's
He
trying.
He tried losing it, but he saved
And
it.
interesting.
Thankfully.
Yeah, the grip.
There he goes.
Oh, and he's in the inside barrier. That's a hard hit.
The pit grip, like the asphalt, doesn't exist. So there's like no grip on that asphalt. So we might see a lot of people spin coming off of pit road if they have to make pit stops.
Well, then he needs
Spin
something.
me
Well,
right
here's the
round,
question:
baby, right
will pit
round,
stops
like a
be a
record.
factor tonight?
It could be. It's possible. I don't know.
Here's
I have
Corey
no
Williams
idea.
in the
No, it looks like
51.
Phil's just having a lot of trouble with his machine. He's currently 6th on our board.
Meanwhile,
Stevens.
Rogers is
User
doing it.
left your channel.
Because he's immediately going to leave pit road and hop onto the track. Very dangerous, but he's going to go ahead and do that so that he does not spin out exiting pits again. To try to lay down a quick
Oh,
lap.
Corey gives Alvarez a bump.
Can Corey pick
Alvarez
this up?
up the track. Still running a good line.
This could be Corey's fastest lap. Could be. We'll see. And no. Not faster.
Dropped a 32.408 that time. 3 ticks off of his quickest time. Let's see if you run a quick one as the 25. I think that was around. That's Lemke.
Carter Friesen goes around on the backstretch. Spinning it off pit road. It looks like a lot of people have been having issues exiting pit road.
Trying to continue with the 51 here. He ran a really good line there and a good lap this time. Let's see if he drops a quicker time. A little loose off of 4. His time there.
32.17. Not
just a shade off his quickest time. He will remain in the 8th spot. He gets into the asphalt there a little bit. That's going to get him a bit loose. So he probably will not be able to drop down a quicker time there. Let's move ahead to
Rogers around, but he saves it. Wow.
We have Roger Ray down here. He had to just teleport back to pits. He's currently 2nd on our board. 4 minutes remaining in this qualifying session. I got 3 zeros exiting 2 right now. That's the 0 of Seth Cole and the double 0 of Emmanuel Hartnett. Emmanuel Hartnett 3rd, quickest on our board right now, just a shade off the leader. And then
James
Seth
Shelley
Cole
exiting turn 4.
As Seth took that corner a bit wide.
Seth's letting it all hang out.
User joined your channel.
Alright, I got confirmation. Pit stops will be a factor, but more than likely will only come into play in the final segment.
Copy that. Can you get confirmation on one thing that Rob had asked?
What?
4 wide salute?
Most likely not. I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen.
That would have been cool, though. Not gonna lie.
Here comes your current 4th place car off of pit road. Andrew Miller in that number 55, and he gets loose off pit exit. Keeps it going.
There'd be
Onto the
no
track
way
he
that
goes.
there'd be no way that we'd be able to do that to begin with. If you think about it, we only have, I think we might even only have half a pace lap.
Oh, it's Seth's around in front of Emmanuel.
Seth's around in front of Hartnett.
Oh my god.
Oh my lord, okay.
Wow, and we got a massive accident.
User left your channel.
Man, Corey Williams had to take that corner wide into turn 1 because he was worried Phil Parker was going to come up onto the track immediately. So he really had to get out of the gas there.
I was going to say, Emmanuel Hartnett just sent Seth flying out to Narnia.
Corey was 8th last time on our board. He didn't take that corner very well. Definitely not going to drive.
Oh, and around goes Alvarez off a pit exit. And he keeps it off the wall into the grass. He's going to keep it rolling.
Here's one guy that has not yet laid much times here. He's 4th on our board right now. Andrew Miller. He has dropped the 31.911. That is his fastest time. Enough for 4th.
911. Someone better call the Cutners. Kidding.
Stop.
Stop with the 911 references, please. We don't want to get this
So
no, it was a police number
Andrew,
reference.
Wow, he had to keep it off the 72 there. That is the 72 Taco Casa car of James Shelley.
I was gonna say.
And Miller, I don't think he's gonna have a faster time that time due to the. No, it was a faster time, a 31.89, but not enough to move on the board.
We only have roughly 2 minutes remaining here in practice.
Well, qualifying, you numpty.
Or yeah,
but Seth's
whatever.
actually broken into the 31.9s actually now.
And Zach Rogers is off track right now, so I guess he's assuming that he is going to maintain that top spot for the remainder of this practice session, which we have about a minute and a half left to go, qualifying. As Roger Ray, he's just trying to maybe be the guy to knock him off the top as he just cut off the 25 of Andrew Lemke. And he's going to have the 0-0 to deal with here, entering 3. He gets around him no problem. A little
Very
bit
good corner for Roger there.
Yeah, that was aggressive.
User joined your channel.
Okay,
Very
so
aggressive.
are we going to call this radio style?
How do you want to do that?
I mean,
Each of us
you mean like
take a
MRN style? Because
Yeah,
it's a really tiny track, and that's not a lot of time to discuss things.
I think we should all just discuss together.
I'd
all
say
the way
two
around.
of us. How about 2 of us take the back stretch and 2 of us take the front stretch?
I like the idea of us just calling it together all the way
And
around.
whenever they do make pit stops, as we got 30 seconds left in this qualifying session, I can handle pit stops.
All right. Well, the first, what's going to happen is there's going to be the group, not group qualifying, but the heats are going to take.
Oh,
heats are
Roger
gonna
comes
take-
down on 0-0 of Hartnett. Oh, and Levi tags him.
The heats are going to take place during practice. So I just wanted to let you know.
How about 2 of us take heat 1, 2 of us take heat 2?
Me and Johnny got heat 1.
8 take 2. I like that. I like that
Yeah,
idea.
Rob and I got the first heat. You guys got the second.
Okay.
All right.
User left your channel.
And so the practice, excuse me, I keep saying practice because that's what's on our screen.
The qualifying session is
The
just about
qualifying
wrapped
session
up.
has come to an end, and it is Zach Rogers who gets the top spot. As,
Roger Ray
13
comes home
as
in
13
P2.
cars will be taking the field tonight.
Roger Ray comes home in a P2 in qualifying, and you got Emmanuel Hartnett shockingly in 3rd with a 31.8.
My pick for this race ended up 8th in that session there.
And Lemke just turns Emmanuel Hart. Oh my gosh, Carson has broke physics.
So as they'll continue to run some laps here as we prepare for the heats. As that right there on your screen is going to stay as is. If there are any changes are happening while they make this practice runs,
So
ignore it.
I hate to say this, but we can't
Whoa.
race here. Carson Gum and David Alvarez have broken a big part of the catch fencing.
Yeah,
I do
don't know how they
believe
get
we are
Alvarez
going
down
to
from that.
our heats now. Which should be a server reset here in the moment.
And I hate to say this before the server does get reset again. Look at the time for the 44. You picked up considerably to a 31.793.
He did, but we'll be only counting his 31.8. His position did not change, so that's all that matters.
And it looks like Carson is trying to get out of the catch fencing along with David, but oh my gosh. Rob, you might want to take a look at that. Oh, never mind. Okay, here's what I want to know. Why? Oh, Carter does pick up, but that's it for him. What? Okay, there we go.
Track is effectively cleared. It looks like Seth and Michael Norman are on the track now. I think Seth.
I think driver's meeting is taken off now.
Yeah, I'm going to assume that's what's happening right now. Is the driver's meeting.
Yes, I do believe it is driver's meeting. Seth
This
takes a
gives
very
us time-
cautious
This gives us
report.
time to divvy up the commentary duties when the main race does begin.
That does work. We can fill in airtime for that too. So how do you guys want to do it?
I mean, I know pit road's only going to be a factor at one point, so I can handle that as well.
I think all of us should just cover the whole track in the main.
But try not to talk over each other.
Exactly. Unless
Correct.
it's like slide job mode.
Slide job about to take the lead away.
Slide job! Slide job! Oh, he doesn't clear him.
I mean, I was thinking one of y'all could do lap by lap. One could do color, and then I could do miscellaneous, and then the pit.
That works.
No, but where do we figure Michael in? Which, oddly enough, Michael Norman is still sitting on pit road, idle.
I don't want to do it, but I should sneak my car up and just sneak up and go.
Do it.
Rabbit season.
Do it. I dare you. I hope he's not doing anything important. She shouldn't be.
Shh.
Be very, very quiet. He's hunting Seth Coles.
Rob, get to my car.
Just give him a little love tap. This is what we do to fill airtime, ladies and gentlemen. Slowly and effectively trying to turn him, and now we got to burn out at the top of pit road.
Oh, we got a 3-car wreck.
Can you not, please? I'm trying to be the pace car here for the first.
Oh.
I was
Wasn't
having a
sure
little
what
fun.
you were doing.
I had to play duck season on you. Come on.
I don't know what these guys are doing, but you know,
Seth's giving him a basic driver's meeting rundown real quick.
that's what we figured.
As
Alright,
Rogers
so the race will
continues
get
a
started
very
soon.
impressive burnout through turns
Is
1
he
and
going to
2.
reset the server? And he's gone. Really throwing a burnout here. He's doing it a bit early, if you ask me.
Premature celebration.
Very impressive burnout, if you ask me, though.
But it's premature, though. He hasn't won anything yet. He may have won the pole, but that's not how you should be celebrating right now.
I love how Michael's going to be the pace car for this first heat. I feel
Well,
like somehow he's going to find a way to wreck the car.
Of course! They're getting ready to line them up.
I do believe this heat, this will be our inside line in this heat.
Yes, it will.
Yes, it will.
Rogers was your first position starter. Hartnett had 3rd. Alvarez did set P5. Then Carson Gum P7. And then we had Lemke in P9, I believe. And then Levi McIntyre in the 11th position. So these guys will get ready to do battle for their first time tonight as our pace car, Michael Norman, fellow broadcaster, leads them off.
You know, I'm not going to lie when I say this, but let me give the old DW for when they go green.
I do believe he is just going to loop around the backstretch and come back to pit road.
I did miss this in our meeting. How many qualify for the main race?
I think it's everybody.
Oh.
I don't think they have enough to send people home.
Okay, that's good.
As they get ready to come through 3 and 4 here.
I hate to be a noob here. How many laps is this heat?
I have no idea. Nobody told us anything.
They don't tell us anything up here anymore. All right, we're getting ready to go green.
Alright, we're getting ready to go green.
Pace car pulls off.
Pulls them down. Here we go.
Rogers gets them going. We are green.
Buggity, buggity, buggity. Let's go dirt track racing, boys.
Rogers always has a pretty impressive gap going into 1 and 2. Already about a 1 car length gap. But here comes Hartnett on the bottom.
What a run through that corner.
McIntyre making a pass further back. He's now up to 4th.
Lemke trying to go underneath Levi, but doesn't do anything.
Tried the crossover, couldn't do it.
So we are mostly single file, and here comes Gum to the outside, and he is going to lose
Drop like a
ground.
rock.
Meanwhile, Hartnett is still going after the 95, looking to make any type of run on Rogers, and here he comes, almost to his bumper. He is there. Rogers gaps him on the backstretch, but be ready for him to make a move into the corner.
May not.
Oh, and he almost got his bumper. He is there, ladies and gentlemen.
So isn't David. Holy cow.
Yeah, the top three looking to make a breakaway here at the top.
Hartnett not letting
here, he'll
Rogers
find the
get away.
outside here.
Rogers slides
David
up a lane, and
directed the
David
double
coming.
zero.
Well, yeah, he gave it to him, but Hartnett also did not have good navigation in that corner.
David right on the double zeros bumper. What is he going to do?
Hartnett's going to try and work back all that ground he had on Rogers. He couldn't capitalize on that mistake. Let's see what he continues to do here.
Hartnett still right on the bumper as it's down to roughly half a car length between them two cars on the front stretch. Hartnett is going to close us right back up into 1 and 2, and he's almost there. He's got a quarter panel.
He's looking.
Oh!
That is tight. I think he got the wall there just off the corner.
Just nicked it.
He's going to lose some ground, but Hartnett is going to make this all back in the corners. That's where Hartnett has been showing his strength.
Now watch Alvarez.
Oh, here comes David. Hartnett goes wide.
Yeah, David's there. Wow, he just sent that right in.
I thought he was going to be able to pull alongside of him there on the front stretch. Not the case.
David just biding his time back there in third, waiting for a move. As here comes Hartnett right back to Rogers' bumper, and he's there. He is there.
Inside.
Oh! Rogers just cleared him.
Just barely.
He was there, though. He'll have a chance.
Oh! And around goes Hartnett. He's going to get it back going.
You just tried too hard there, guys.
Meanwhile, David moves up into the second spot right behind our race leader, Rogers. And this heat has shaped up very well.
Not going to lie, that's a tough break, though, for a manual. Trying to drive it in a little too hard, and that's what happens when you overdrive it into the cushion.
Don't worry, he's going to be driving it a lot harder in the main. David keeping this gap pretty maintainable. David really closes up in 1 and 2.
Yes, he does, but look who's up to third.
Levi McIntyre out of nowhere into P3.
He's starting to pick up a bit here on the 95 and the 42 here.
Yeah, that...
and Rogers disappears.
It looks like
Rogers is disappearing. He's warping.
McIntyre could be a factor here. They did not tell us how many laps this heat was going to be. I believe we're on lap 7.
That's what be my guess. As Rogers...
and here comes David.
But David couldn't capitalize.
Battle of the energy drinks in the Red Bull car as Rogers representing Monster here.
Andrew Lemke, he's right there on the back bumper of the 99 as well. He could be a factor down the stretch.
That Red Bull is certainly giving David his wings as he's able to keep up with Rogers here.
Nice pun, by the way. I'll give you that one.
I'm not. 95 again. That time the 42.
Oh, 42 is gaining. Rogers really gets him on a corner exit there as David goes really wide on his exits.
What I'm getting from the crew of the 95 that he is very good on exit of the corners. Entering, that's where if anyone's going to beat him tonight, should he be a dominant factor in the main race, they're going to beat him on corner entrance, not exit.
Rogers, my goodness, almost wrecked it off of the front straightaway.
As they continue to dirt track it here at Fuel Motorsports Park.
Oh, looks like we might have a battle for third, potentially.
I think Alvarez had a much better corner there, but you are right on the battle for third.
Yeah, looks like we might have a battle for the lead here if David can capitalize.
Yeah, we'll see here as they're coming around. They exit 4. Rogers will lead another lap of this heat. He appears to have the dominant car of the evening. Watch this corner here. Watch how Rogers
is still...
Here comes David. Not able to capitalize yet again.
I think Alvarez is just sizing him up. I think he's waiting for his moment.
That could be.
Ooh, Rogers found the asphalt there just a little. Like I said in the pre-race,
the 25 has reeled in the 99.
Watch this here. Watch this here.
David almost gave the 95 a bump.
David slowly closing in. He is at the back bumper of the 95.
It is
He's
nothing
there.
but battles as the 25 is currently trying to get around the 99 McIntyre on the backstretch, looking for an opportunity to get around him. He's all over his back bumper.
Here we go.
42 to
Here
the
we go.
inside.
He's
little contact. Just a little contact with the tire, and then the back bar of the 95. Watch here in the 1.
David getting ready to make his move. He keeps it to the
Rogers
bottom.
had a better corner there.
Don't work. But the bump.
Bump to the back bumper.
Yeah, the wire bar.
He's
Here
just
comes the
so
25
close.
looking for third place on the backstretch. Got a nose in on McIntyre.
And Lemke
Use
found
that.
the...
And he finds the asphalt.
a
And
big-
Almost at
McIntyre finds
99,
the
so that's
asphalt.
gonna allow the 25 to keep it right there.
Yeah. Like you said in pre-race, the asphalt's a big no-no.
Rogers! And David to the lead.
New leader, 42, and Rogers is in
95
trouble.
still struggling. He is just going to park it right there, and well, that's it.
Well, he's going to save his qualifying position, and David's the new leader. And I'll be right back.
New leader now,
Still
the 42, David Alvarez in that Red Bull car.
We still have a pretty intense battle here back for third as Lemke is still looking to get around that 99. But David is just driving away. Looks like Levi's trying to reel him in, though. He's making time on him in the corners.
Yeah, it looks like to be the case. Still don't know how many laps there are. I think they've run just over 25 now, unless McIntyre ran more. I don't know. Feels like 25. Ooh, a little loose there. He got
the wall, and here comes the 25 looking to the inside.
He's going to have a nose here, and maybe in the 1. No,
Not the
he's
best
back up
entry
front now.
line for him. Here comes Levi. Surprise!
I think that's it. I think that's it.
Yep, that's it. The race is over. Heat 1 was won by David Alvarez.
Man, that was a quick 42.
It would be really nice if they told us how many laps there are in each.
15.
15.
That was
Thank you.
15.
15 laps in each heat. Got it. All right. So, yes, David Alvarez is your winner of heat number 1.
Heat number 2 here.
Heat number 2 coming up next.
User left your channel.
95 getting all buddy-buddy up there with the 2, or pace car driver, Michael Norman.
This heat will be of our drivers who qualified on the outside lane. So Roger Ray will be in this second
User
heat.
joined your channel.
Your
Right.
second fastest car.
Zach Rogers is going to be the pace car driver for this next heat. It is now up to me and Chris to commentate this next one.
Yes, it is.
This heat race will determine the starting positions for the outside during this race.
I completely forgot we were doing Heat 2. I completely forgot I coined that idea, yet I commentated on Heat 1 anyway. Yet. Oh, well. Well, this is what I want to do for a living, so I might as well get all the practice I can. Quick plug note. If you want to catch me on 90.5 KSHU The Cat.
Yeah, that's for anybody watching who lives in Texas.
Yes, absolutely. So, no one. Exactly. Maybe Trent's watching. No, there's no way he's watching.
In this heat race, we have Roger Ray, Seth Cole, Phil Parker, Andrew Miller, James Shelley, and Carter Friesen.
From what I gathered in Heat 1, Rogers had the dominant car till he lost it there off of, I think it was the corner of,
Turn
well,
2, I do believe.
turn 2,
So-
thank you.
Here we go. Cars rolling out onto the racing surface.
So the true order for Heat 1 is Roger Ray first, Andrew Miller second, Seth Cole third, fourth is Phil Parker, fifth James Shelley, sixth will be Carter Friesen.
15 laps. So what's 19 plus 15?
34.
So on lap 34, according to Roger, lap 34 is when the race will be official.
So once he completes the 34th, or when he hits that number on the screen hits 34th?
When he completes the 34th.
So once it turns 35, the race is over?
Yeah.
All right, got it. That's how we have to keep track, ladies and gentlemen.
And your pace car
Roger
does
just
pull
peeled
off.
off here. And Roger Ray will get us underway here in Heat 2 at Fuel Motorsports Park. He hits the gas and we're green. Good start for Roger Ray, of course, as I don't think the other drivers really got the memo on when that start was happening, but the 55 is going to be the one to keep with him. That's kind of like what it was in Heat 1. The 95 and the 00 in Heat 1 were able to keep up with each other as they head down the backstretch.
Roger Ray still out to a good lead here. Andrew Miller, it's all going to come down to how these cars take this turn 3. I really think turn 3 is going to be the deciding factor here. Well, there's a part in the wall that if they hit or scrape or something, it could very well turn them into the inside wall.
Well, yeah, there's definitely that, but I've also noticed that turn 1 has been a big issue as well. That's where Rogers lost his car, and he supposedly is the dominant car of the night, so it can happen to anybody at this race tonight. Keeping up
I'm
here.
very surprised we don't see much of Phil Parker.
He was an early favorite.
I say he's an avid dirt racer. It looks like he's about to take third away from Seth here.
He's one of my picks to be able to pick up the win tonight as Seth.
Ooh, he almost
he's in the
crashed
fence.
into the wall.
So he's going to lose a lot of valuable time, maybe fall back to last unless he cannot get back up to speed quicker than Friesen. Friesen gave him a little love tap down the back straightaway there, because they'll now battle for the 5th spot. And it'll go to Friesen for the time being. Andrew Miller trying to keep up with the 44 here. Ooh, just kept it off the wall there, as did Phil Parker. It looks like 44 looks to be the dominant car in this heat, Michael.
Yep, it looks like it. He's going to definitely be one for Zach in the when we get to the primary race here, the main event. And I wouldn't count out a couple others, like you said. All it's going to take is one mistake, and people are going to capitalize on it. We got basically 100 laps.
The way I see it, you make a mistake, you may have written your night off. Should you not get a yellow with it?
Yep, we got 100 laps in 3 different stages, 25, 25, 50, and with a couple of caution laps in between. We're going to have about 100 total laps, because the stage caution laps technically do not count. So,
from what I gathered, it'll be 104 laps total, including caution laps.
Yeah, well, it's 104 laps total for the segment, or for the race server, but the laps between stages won't count towards the actual race, even though they'll still be ticking technically.
All right, well, Roger Ray on my ticker, he's completing lap 25 of his. I think we're on. I want to say lap 7. We should be halfway through this heat as he is just driven away from the 55 of Andrew Miller.
Yep. For now, anyways.
Seth Cole's been able to bounce back to get up to 4th.
Shelly's currently in last. What happened to Shelly?
Looks like Carter Friesen has taken his car off the racetrack, and he will start towards the back in the main heat.
What happened to Shelly? He's running in the back too. I didn't see anything that happened to James.
I think he's been sitting back there for a lot of the time. He may have spun out at some point, but I don't think he has, because Seth has been able to get around him, and he's not that far back off of him. We may be having a battle for second brewing here. Phil Parker's got a really good quick car.
Yep, and this is going to be the closer to the front you start, the better of a shot you have. But we'll definitely be seeing.
Still with the UFCW colors. There he gets the apron there just a little bit, but he is able to quickly recover. Got the red, white, and blue on those cars tonight for him, Phil Parker, that is. Now, there was a lot of dirt there entering 3 and 4 as the 24 continues to close in on the 55 of Andrew Miller. All of this happening behind the 44 Advanced Auto Parts car of Roger Ray. I'm looking back here, Michael. Roger, he's just now exiting turn 2. Shelley's on the front stretch, so these guys are not awfully far apart. It's just at a track like this. Of course, it's the dirt version of New Hampshire, or Loudon, if you will. This track is not very big, as Ray really got loose through 3 and 4 there, hitting the asphalt.
Carter is back on the racetrack, sitting on pit lane.
I think he's waiting for a moment to hop back on track. Definitely a lot of laps down in this heat. Bill Parker is right there on the 55.
We're going to the final 5 laps this time by. Will be 5 to go.
So I think Phil's just looking for a better starting spot here ahead of Andrew Miller. Clearly he's got the faster car here on the dirt today. Let's see. I'm going to keep it on him as it looks like it's pretty much going to be. This is going to be Roger Ray's heat win. Keep an eye on this battle for second.
Our main camera is focusing on this battle for second place.
Thank you, because I'm not able to see that. Phil, he is there, but I think he may be able to... No, he's still hanging there, so he's going to try and get around Andrew Miller here for second. Here we go, into 3 and 4. Will he complete the pass? Will there be any contact for that matter? That's close.
Close battle, and these two side by
They are
side.
going to be photo run at the line, and it's Parker by half a car length. These two are battling hard for that second spot. Looking for the slide jump.
Oh, slight contact right there.
And that is how it is done, says Phil Parker. He will slide into the second spot.
Yep, so that'll allow him to start, what is it going to be, 4th in this race. It'll allow him to start 4th.
That's every position is valuable. As Roger Ray during that battle was able to drive further away. No rhyming intended here. We
3 laps to go. 3 laps to go.
As long as Roger makes no mistakes in these final 2.5 laps, he should be able to be started. On the outside of the front row alongside David Alvarez. So, Michael, why don't we go ahead and make picks as this thing is winding down. Who do you think is going to be able to pick up a W tonight here in this NNSCRA Last Hurrah event as Roger got the wall there?
I feel like more than likely it's going to be Zach Rogers. He's got a lot of good experience, and if he doesn't make any mistakes, he's going to be hard to pass.
Well, he did make that big mistake in Heat 1, so he is prone to it. I'm going to have to go with the dark horse here. I'm going to go with my neighbor to the east. That's Phil Parker out of Louisiana. I think his car is one of the best of the evening. He's been able to show he can dirt track and these guys as these guys are about ready, as Roger's going to take the white flag here. Johnny Rob will bring you in here on this. Who do you think's going to make pick? Who do you think will pick up the W tonight?
Who do you think's going to
I got a pick with Roger right here. He's got a really fast car and is proving it. He's tagged the apron multiple times and has proved that he can keep that car going. I got a very firm pick with Roger.
Alrighty, Johnny?
I don't think he's here.
Yeah, I don't think he is here. Roger, a little loose, but it is not going to matter. He's going to come off of turn number 4.
Do the checkered flag.
Tags the
Very loose off the corner. And
he loses it.
He was just showing off. He was just showing off there.
Definitely. But he spins it out here. He is your winner of heat number 2 here at FMP.
Oh,
and wow.
Then he died. All right,
that's unfortunate.
I will now be going down to the other room right before the race officially starts.
Cool.
User left your channel.
Quite the heat there.
I think Gardner's currently AFK right now, so from what we gathered, Michael Norman has gone with Zach Rogers to win this whole race. I have gone with Phil Parker, and Rob, you have chosen Roger Ray. We'll be getting Gardner's pick momentarily, as we will pause for a bit as we get ready to go to the main race here. 100 plus laps. I say 100 plus because that's what it's going to be tonight. 100 plus laps around Fuel Motorsports Park. You're watching the NNSCRA Sports Network.
And it looks like we are into the main event.
Drivers,
oh no, qualifying
to your
session.
cars.
Believe they are doing driver's meeting or something right now.
Mm-hmm. The following telecast may not be reproduced or rewritten without the special written consent of the NNSCRA Sports Network. We would like to thank everyone who is viewing tonight's broadcast, and we hope you enjoy it.
Brought to you by the NNSCRA, many offline series hosted, such as the NNSCRA Castrol GTX Cup Series, Pedigree Xfinity Series, and the Duracell Cup Series.
And also, we'd like to thank Mr. Seth Cole for doing everything that he has done for us for the past 8 years.
And as our co-host Johnny is back, we would like to hear what is your pick for who will win tonight's race.
We off the board right now is Zach Rogers. That was picked by Michael. Rob went ahead with Roger Ray. I've gone with Phil Parker. So what do you think? Who do you think of pulling out tonight?
I'm going to go with the dark horse, Big David Alvarez.
Oh, good pick. David has proved he can get around this joint fairly easily.
So you look at Rogers, you look at Alvarez, you look at Roger Ray and Phil Parker, all of them around the top of the board in each of the sessions. So we'll see how this shakes out today, folks. But we just don't have a lot to talk about right now while we wait for the main race to get going.
As happy hour has just begun, they are going to use this session to get a feel for the track once more.
A 10-minute session here. We should be getting going shortly in the main event.
Rogers running a very fast line to 3 and 4. Oh, Levi comes off and nearly loses it off the asphalt, but he'll keep it going as he has pulled right in front of Friesen in the 357.
There's a couple cars I don't think we saw in the heats. I did not recall seeing Corey Williams.
I do not believe we did see the 51 either.
So he'll be starting tail end. I know we were missing one car. I thought we had at least 14, because I see my car. No, it should be 13 drivers tonight.
Yes, sir. 51.
Because the 4 that are in here, which is us. Of course, I'm the player, the GOAT. So Yeah, so it should be 13 cars taken to the track tonight. I did not see Corey Williams. I guess he was at the bottom of the whole heats and did not qualify for the heats, but that's why he's going to automatically start dead last, so I'm not quite sure.
Although, don't
Also,
forget...
are we missing the 77 as well?
Currently, I don't think so. He was in Heat 1. He's just not on track at the moment.
I will say those will not be the only 13 cars taking the track tonight, as us broadcasters will be taking the track after the race for the broadcasters' heat, so be sure to tune in and see who has the best dirt skills of our broadcasters up on the booth, consisting of me, Michael, Johnny, and of course, Dollarton.
Well, didn't the $sign say he wasn't going to partake?
Oof. It looks like Dollarton will be our commentator for the broadcaster heat.
In other words, we like to call that a crap show.
The most inexperienced guys here.
Yeah, this is why we're commentators.
Oh, I thought the crap show was what happens when Drew Carey eats buffet in Las Vegas.
We don't need to talk about that on live television. There's kids watching, Johnny. I'm pretty sure.
And we are in race, folks.
Drop in here, as we are ready to go, guys.
To your car.
Oh, we should probably get on and off track with help.
Is your pole sitter Zach Rogers looking very good tonight? As long as he does not make any mistakes, he should be flying.
Alright, so what's going to happen is they're not going to go green when the green flag comes out. Taking a lap, that's going to count. It's still going to count towards the laps, but they're going to take one lap to get in their proper positions. And no, they're not doing a 4-wide salute. That is confirmed.
So just to change up the order, we will be seeing David Alvarez starting in the third position. He won Heat 1, and Roger Ray did win Heat 2, but that does mean that Phil Parker will start fourth.
Start your engine.
Your face will start fourth.
Wow.
Why did we invite him?
No, that's my only one your face joke of the night. If I can restrain myself.
Like they said, these guys, we will take one lap, drop back to their respective positions,
And go green the next time around.
Roger Ray won't have to go very far, as he is going to be the outside pole sitter.
Well, they did that on purpose. They qualified on purpose so Zach and Roger can have the first 2 pit stalls.
That could play a factor down the stretch here tonight at FMP. I counted 12 cars on the track. I believe we're missing one. Not sure who it is.
Let's give a run through the field.
You don't know who we're missing?
We are
Yeah,
missing
I
the
do
77.
believe
That's
Carson Gum.
That would be Carson.
I guess he decided not to race today.
Guess not. So
So
if
we're
that's
down
the
to a
case, it'll be a
12-car
12-car field.
Since we technically did not get the green flag, I'll just give him a boogity.
Boggity.
Boggity.
A bo diggity.
Bo tickety.
As your top 3 drivers currently are, Zach Rogers in that Monster Energy number 95. Looked
Not
fast
sure what
all
he's
day.
doing. I figured he was going to drop to the back.
Who?
Rogers. Because he did not win that first heat. Unless he gets
No,
starting
he was-
spot
he
by
was-
virtue of pole.
No, he was locked in. The
Oh,
95
that
and the
makes
44 were locked into their spots.
For the front row.
Yep.
So what you're telling me is Phil Parker technically won Heat 2.
Yeah, in a way.
In a way. Okay, that works.
Running
Well,
through the
that's all.
field.
You look at it. That's all our picks right there in the top 4.
Roger starting in first, your pole winner. Roger Ray crap, wrong way. Roger Ray will be starting P2 in that Advanced Auto Parts number 44. David Alvarez will be starting 3rd. And then we have Phil Parker in 4th, Levi McIntyre 5th, Andrew Miller 6th, Andrew Lemke 7th, and we are green.
Boogity. Now let's go dirt track racing for real.
Boys.
So the caution will come out on lap 25 to ongoing on 26.
They are already beginning to fan out all over this racetrack. And here comes Carter under the 51, looking to gain a position.
25 wanted to make a move on the 55, couldn't quite make the pass there. He took that corner a bit awkward.
Another car to look out for tonight is that number 99 of Levi McIntyre. He proved he could keep up with these front runners in his heat. Let's see if he can do something here in the main.
Down the front straightaway, heading into turn number 1, still all Zach Rogers. These cars sliding sideways there as they're dirt tracking it off the turn. Does anybody have their dirt and smoke and stuff on so they can see the dust fly up or no?
Yes.
Oh,
Yep.
I don't. I don't, so I just see it as me and Rob don't, so we have it set to so we can just see everything.
Alvarez took that corner a bit
Yeah,
wide.
I
That
do
may cost
believe-
him in the long run. Phil Parker trying to close up on them on for the 3rd spot.
There we go.
Like we said in pre-race, one mistake could end your night.
One as simple as just barely tagging that apron. The apron
That
proved its
apron is
lethality.
deadly. So I think Roger Ray may be trying to set up Rogers for a move into 1 and 2. Keep an eye on the front 2.
Seth Cole has climbed his way up into 9th just in front of that 357. Oh, no, wait, no, that's the 72 of James Shelley. Very similar looking cars between the 357 and the 72. Seth is just biding his time or riding in the back.
Oh, Rogers leaves the door open a little bit.
Yeah,
Oh.
he did leave the door open like I thought he would.
Oh,
32 is
the
there.
Rogers and Rogers
Rogers
show.
maintains.
You can throw a blanket over the top 4. That's how close they are. And Phil's gonna go to the inside of the 42.
Oh,
You put under the top 5, but Levi.
Yeah,
here
Mike does
comes
as well.
Phil.
Overdrove it.
He is going to have P3 off of turn number 4.
Oh,
Hey, Rogers in
Roger
the
Ray
wall.
saves it.
Roger Ray got the wall there, and here comes Phil looking to grab P2.
He's still battling Alvarez for 3rd, and that's going to open the door for Levi McIntyre to try to take P4 from Alvarez.
Ooh, if he doesn't get up into him, Levi dove it off into the turn.
Watch here in the 3 and 4 if he makes any sort of move.
Roger
He
Ray looking to
does.
close that gap, and here comes Levi.
Is he going to try to pull the slide job? Alvarez.
Oh,
got
Alvarez
in
got the wall, and Levi's going to have the
Drag
position
race.
at the line.
Half a car length for McIntyre there at the stripe.
Should have it now.
Oh, and around he goes.
That was that?
Oh, now we got a
Got
caution.
slammed by Shelley, and then
And he's
Seth,
up and over.
caution is out. Most likely, more than likely, the caution flag is gonna be out at this time.
So we
Roger
will
will
be
bring
going
it
to take
around
a
here
look
too.
back at what caused this caution. It's number 72. Looks like he can still keep the car rolling.
And it is
Yes,
affirmative. We are under caution.
Yes, we can confirm as the drivers will bring it down. Here is your top 5 as we under our first yellow here at lap. I want to say lap. Is it lap 8?
Lap 8.
7.
Well, it's technically they started lap 8, so they completed 7. So yeah.
So yeah, we're on lap 8 of 110. The top 5 are as such. Zach Rogers in the 95 first, Roger Ray 2nd, Phil Parker 3rd. Andrew Lemke is now popped up into the top 5 in 4th, and David Alvarez is now back to 5th as our board operator Rob Evans. I believe he already took you back to see what happened to bring out this first caution of the day.
Nope, not yet, as we will go back and take a look now at the number 72, as we will take an onboard with the number 72. So he came flying there into the corner, and all hell broke loose from there.
I gathered that he kind of came in here as guys will
That's
send it down to
open.
me as the guys
We'll
are
send it down
making
to
pit
you,
stops here.
Chris.
Alvarez will stay out. Front 4 are in the pit stops. And we'll see what some of these guys take. We'll stick it with Rogers and Ray as they'll be right up next to each other. Let's see what
We
they
will watch
decide.
pit stops before we go back and take a look at that wreck there.
Parker
It's
brings
very
in his pit stall as there is the 95 and the 44. I will tell you what they decide to go with. Rogers nearly overran his pit stall, but he'll hang on to it. And it looks like it's just going to be gas and go.
Yep.
Gas and go for the front two. They are away. And here comes
Tires
Phil to
should
take
not be
third.
Tires should not be a factor in this race.
And that's the
don't
72
really
is parked in a bad angle.
don't expect to see much tire changes here.
Yeah,
We have a
72
new
is
race
kind of in
leader.
the stall bad.
We will go
I
back
don't-
and take a look at what caused the caution here.
The zero, actually, of Seth Cole decided to take tires, so that's an interesting move there by Seth. As Rob will take you back to see what happened to bring out our first caution of the day at lap 8 of 110.
Well, it's not 110. It's.
I don't care.
I got to get it right, Mr. Analysis.
I see what's on the screen. I say what's on the screen.
Okay, you two. We don't want to have a fight here in the booth. This booth isn't
So
big
beginning of
enough.
what caused this wreck is it looks
we'll
like
just-
Levi here had the position on the 42 and just lost it. In comes David and tags Levi in the quarter panel. And Levi is going to pull down to the apron and right there and then the 72 just slams him in the rear. We will take
If
an
you have
onboard
not
with
noticed
Shelly.
yet, I'm going to go ahead and point out we are back to green.
We will
Oh.
jump back to green.
Right.
We are
now.
back live.
David Alvarez is the new race leader. Emmanuel Harnett running second. Zach Rogers has been able to get up to third, it looks like.
We
How
got
about
a
Corey
good battle
Williams up
between
knocking
Ray
around the
here.
top 5 here.
Correct me if I'm wrong. For Emmanuel, that looks like the old David Rudiman Patriotics game from 2010, I
That
believe.
kind of does have that look there. The old Aaron's Dream Machine.
As there is an Aaron's logo on the back bumper of that machine for...
42 took that corner wide.
And here comes Hartnett looking to get a better line, and he's going to go to the outside, and there he
Shadow.
goes to the inside. He's going to lose a lot of ground as he got loose.
Shadowheart got loose.
Even though you can't see it on my screen, I'm riding on board Hartnett on the roof cam.
He's really dirt tracking here as they come off of 4. David Alvarez will maintain the lead here as we complete lap 11.
So we'll go back into the field to see just what type of action we got going on.
I think
Mostly
we got a
single
battle room
file.
for third. Roger Ray took that corner wide, very wide. That's going to
Hartnett getting a run.
Hartnett
He
looking.
almost got to the back of him.
Here
Hartnett
comes
trying
Roger
hard. He's
following
spun.
Rogers through the field. Rogers up
Remember,
to third.
Hartnett spun in Heat 1.
Ooh, the 42,
David takes the
42,
corner
goes to
wide,
five.
and here
Right
comes
above the
Hartnett.
corner.
Very bad corner for Alvarez. He's going to get the
Drag
fence
race
there.
to the
Drag
line.
race,
The
and
line,
David leads
42.
the lap.
But now Hartnett's going to take the lead heading off into turn number 1. Unless
Slide
he spins.
job!
Look at Zach
And here
Rogers
comes
working
Rogers
his way
into the
back up
picture.
here.
Look out, crossover. And he's clear. Put the 00 in front. Last time by our scoring monitors.
We will
42
go on
lap.
board with the number 42 here and see what and all he's doing. Oh, and the 00 gets loose, and here comes David.
That's going to bring everybody. Put a blanket over the top 5 at the line. Half a car length lead for Hartnett.
I'm expecting to see like Zach try to dive it 3 wide. Can this 00 feather the throttle enough to keep side by side?
David
Nope,
takes
he's gonna
the lead
lose
away.
He's going to lose the lead back to Alvarez.
He's going
He's
to
gonna
lose the
lose
lead,
second
and he's
to
going to
Rogers.
lose second.
Almost
Maybe
had some
third.
contact between him and Rogers there in second place.
Watching the corner here. This is when they're side by side. They can make some contact.
Ooh, Zach.
Oh,
Zach
and Hartnett
He
goes
got
up the
loose, but
track.
Hartnett got loose.
Yeah.
Look at Ray at the bottom.
Emmanuel got a little intimidated there by the
Here
95
comes
car.
Phil right behind that number 44, looking to gain some spots. And here comes Rogers right below the 00, looking to make a move, and he's going to take the position.
Oh,
Rogers to
not
P2.
quite.
Oh,
Ooh,
into the
put him
wall he
in the wall.
goes.
Wow.
He put him in the wall.
And Roger Ray up to third.
I don't think Hartnett's going to be very happy about that one.
No, probably
24,
not at all. Phil
24.
Parker. Phil Parker's going to lose touch. The 44 car hits the wall.
00 trying to get the third spot back
Here
from Ray.
comes Hartnett back on the inside. Oh, and he's going to slide up.
Trying
He
to
only
get
Nearly
imagine
makes
that
contact.
You can only imagine
And
the
Ray
fire
bounced up the wall.
in the eyes of Emmanuel Hartnett if he can get back up to Zach
Quick
Rogers.
tidbit here, Andrew Lemke's starting to close back in. He's about to reel in the number 24, then Phil Parker. Actually, no, Levi.
Oh, here comes Levi. Levi like a bat out of hell around the 25, and he's going to clear him off
44
forward.
just about hooked that 00 there, but the 00 back to the third spot.
Well, referring to Levi, don't you mean he took off like a bat out of hell on a Saturday night? Wait, what?
Hartnett a
Moving
little
on.
wide off the corner exit. And here comes Roger right back to his bumper.
Just hear Chris in the background. Moving on.
As the 44, I think he's going to continue to try to make this pass. I just don't think Hartnett's going to allow it. Well, I say that. The 44 trying to fight back.
So it looks like Rogers is really starting to reel in Alvarez here towards the front.
I'm telling you, those two are going to be one of the two fighters here at the end of this. You know, we did not consider Hartnett to be a factor as he was starting farther back in due to his finish in the heats.
But due to some pit strategy, he did manage to gain a lot of spots. And here we see him running towards the front, battling with the one, the only Roger Ray.
He could be a potential dark horse. And
Roger dives.
The bump
Ray's
and
going
run.
to just bully his way to third, it looks like. And at the stripe,
Ray's going to have this at the
three-quarters
line.
of a car, it's Ray now.
So, Chris, real quick, you said he's bullying his way to the front, right? He's bullying.
Potential battle for the lead
his
here.
His last name is Ray, so is he Bully Ray?
Oh, Rogers to the inside.
For those watching, that's a very under-the-cuff wrestling reference, pun, whatever the hell you want to call it. Yes. Yes, Michael, he is. He is Bully Ray. But move the 44, P3.
Rogers nearly got to the quarter panel of Alvarez last corner in turn 1 and 2. Let's see if he can do anything this lap.
Car is beginning to single file out. Shelly and Seth are the last two cars.
Oh, right on his bumper.
And the 51 car got loose, and Andrew Miller goes around for,
Watch
I believe
Rogers here in the
that
3.
was for the 8th position further on in the back of the
The
pack.
42 kind of overdrove it too.
As you can tell, that 72 is really off pace here.
42 stays clear for now. Roger Ray starting to reel in these two, though.
You got a battle between Lemke and McIntyre here, back for the 5th spot.
That time by, Roger Ray picked up 2/10 on the 42 and the 95.
42
So it looks
had
like-
a little bit of 42 had a little bit of trouble keeping it connected to the bottom of the racetrack there. Almost allowed Zach to get around him.
Rogers tries the Highline, but they're both warping a little bit.
Roger
Throw a blanket over the
arcs
top
it in.
3. They are back together.
Expect a lot of dogfighting here down the stretch here in this
We are
run.
approaching our stage break as well. As Rogers is going to try and
Guys are really
steal the
fighting
stage.
for it. Track position is key here at Motorsports Park.
I mean, we should literally just call this New Hampshire, because that's what it is.
It is. It's where we're broadcasting out of, but I digress. Coming around here, we'll have 3 laps to go in the stage.
Ray closing in on Rogers' bumper as he is really coming close.
Well, Ray, if he's smart, he just lets this ride out, and oh, wow, Rogers drove it in deep there.
And we got a battle back here between McIntyre, Miller, and McIntyre into Corey Williams. We got contact.
And
Corey goes around and is sitting on the
Corey.
apron.
Corey did go around in the back. He's trying to keep his car from spinning out again.
He did get
No
it
word
going.
on an official caution.
Meanwhile,
or
at the
not.
front, Rogers. 2 to go in the stage. Rogers is going to dive bomb him here in the 1. Watch this.
Caution. No,
They-
caution
Oh,
is
they
out.
put
They
the
did
yellow
call the
down.
caution, so I do
Caution
believe
is
this
out,
will
so
end
this
our
is-
stage.
Yep.
David Alvarez, I do believe, will be your stage 1 winner.
that seemed correct to me.
So he put the caution out for the spin of the 51 and the contact with the 99.
So we will go back and take a look.
Oh no, Levi just couldn't control his car and completely bounced into the 51. And Levi probably took about himself out. Don't question me about that sentence. In the same time, because he pounded the outside wall.
We will go on board with the 51 here to see what exactly happened. Here's a view from Corey's car. Slides into 1. Oh, he got contact from Seth. Wait, no, that's not Seth. Got contact from Miller, and he slides back down the track, and around went Corey into the catch fence.
Look at... Ooh, pit stops are taking place. Chris,
Yes,
over to
and
you.
it's everybody. It's everybody. Everybody and their grandma coming down here into pit lane. The 42
Which is-
will lead them down.
Which is
And
funny
Carter loses
because
it.
This is going to determine who will be the winner off pit.
David does not take tires of fuel-only stop. As I do believe not many cars. Oh, Seth takes tires. Rogers is away, and it's the first off pit road.
Then the 44 and the 42 just beat the 25 off the pits. It looks like
Lemke makes a
will come
huge
out
pickup.
5th. Shelley 6th, I want to say. Yeah, that is right. Phil Parker did not have a good pit stop. He's 7th. Seth 8th. Friesen into his pit stall weird again. 9th, Miller. Corey Williams bringing his car off the track as well as Friesen was servicing with tires. He'll be 10th. 11th will be Friesen. McIntyre will come out last.
I want you to go back to Carter there, Rob. I think he was parked at a bad angle in the pits.
And I'm getting word from Race Control. Black flag on the 42 of David Alvarez. He will be at the end of the longest line.
Any word on what that black is for?
Probably speeding on pit road.
That's probably what it's got to be.
I want you to look back at that.
I already did look.
He's waiting for Friesen to pass him. Unless Friesen has not gotten the memo yet about the issue on the 42. I think we'll be coming around here to receive the green. I'm not certain.
I don't think so. Nope.
I don't think so.
Nope, they're not going green.
And
we also
Parker
gotta wait. It's the end of the stage, so I don't even know if this could be won the green. I don't know. I will go down for clarification on to who got credited with that. So I will be right back.
User left your
As
channel.
Michael steps down to race control to see what is going to take place, it looks like Phil Parker has fallen out and he won't be able to get back into the server just yet. And I think that is, yes, he is back into the server, so he will be getting his laps back.
As you see, this is really going to hurt David's chances unless he can just blast his way through the field. He's going to have a lot of cars to drive through.
I mean, you look at a couple of the stragglers that have been up here. I mean, James Shelley's going to be 5th here on this restart. So we have
That
not
car
seen
is
front at all.
down
Seth
power.
Cole and all these other guys. A lot of the back guys like Alvarez and Parker, who were running good up here. They're going to have to work their way through some of the slower.
All right.
That 72 is down on power.
David won the first stage, and we are coming green this time.
That 72 is down on power, so we will see if he will
Coming
affect
green,
those cars
you may want
behind
to get
him.
that checked out. Anyway, the 95 is going to come around here, and he will take us back to the green flag. 95, 44, 25.
We are back
0.
green.
And the 72 are your top 5 as we are green.
Phil Parker lagged out of the server, but came back, and will probably be one lap down to his last, to wherever he comes back out to.
He will more than likely be last on the racetrack here, as here comes the 44 of Roger Ray, blinking a little bit. He's trying to get back to the back bumper on the 95, but the 95 too strong on the exit of 2.
Whoa, Hartnett almost overdrove the corner and Lemke almost caught him. And Roger falling, blinking like a bandit again.
Can confirm the 24 is back on the racetrack. He will be now credited 2 laps down.
So I think 51 coming to 52 is going to be our stage end.
Barring any sort of yellows at the end of that.
David already looking to make some progress here as he's trying to work the 99 over towards the back of the field.
Put a blanket under the top 4. They are all clustered together within a second of each other. The oddball here, Andrew Lemke, he's showed some flair in practice, and he's able to keep up with drivers. Let's see how he progresses
Levi
through
tagged
this late
Seth
stage.
in the quarter there. So we'll head back to the front.
Got a battle for the lead brewing.
Here comes Roger to the inside of Rogers. He is there.
He's there. Well, he was. Now he'll pull back in line.
Oh, he's going to dive it.
I'm telling you, I don't think that passing in 3 and 4 is the way to go unless the car in front of you just gets wicked loose. 1 and 2 is where you're going to see the passes today. Watch here in the 1 and 2 where the 44 is going to go. Actually, I think he...
Oh, here comes Hartnett. Hartnett nearly losing it and nearly got the apron there.
Look at Lemke on the way bottom of the racetrack trying to get some speed.
We got quite the battle here between these top 4.
Roger closed up again in 4.
Jay Shelley's the car sitting in 5th right now, 2 seconds back off this. lead group. David Alvarez, he is continuing to make strides back towards the front. He's currently 9th after restarting.
Oh, and he tags Rogers.
Roger getting very physical here at Fuel Motorsports Park like he's supposed to do.
You gotta be still on the way to pass. Try not to wreck him, but you gotta rattle his cage.
Okay, Dale Earnhardt.
You don't want to sit back and you don't want to just wait for somebody to make a mistake.
Yeah, I mean, you can, but then you run the risk of getting past yourself. And Hartnett has gotten really close to Roger on multiple occasions since we've gone back green. Watch here. Let's see if there's a move made. Here he is. He's
there. Rogers inside.
There he goes. Battle for the lead off of 2. Rogers almost hit the wall.
Well, he completes the pass into turn 3.
Still side by side.
He's still there. He's still got a nose.
Still there. Watch him dive it here into 3 to maybe make a pass. I just don't think he can do it.
No, there's not enough grip.
Roger,
here comes Hartnett.
Roger got a.
Hartnett's there.
Zach got a better corner entry.
That is the opposite of what it was in the heats. His corner entry was poor, and his corner exit was great. Now it's seemingly flipped.
Well, that's what you got to learn. Oh, you talking about Roger or Zach?
Talk about Zach.
Oh.
Roger's gonna look again here into the corner, try and get under
Actually,
Zach.
It looks like Roger's got a bit better corner entry.
He does. He's got entry and off, but his center, he's killing his center.
The center of momentum is killing him.
Yeah.
Tony's gonna look up top.
That's what
I think we're under yellow, fellas.
Yeah, I think we are too.
Seth is in the wall.
Goodness. Let me take a look back here at this.
Seth Colenval, Phil Parker, Andrew Miller.
Uh-oh.
It looked like the front of it was Levi again. Levi overdrove the corner and spun. And then he clipped the 55
Levi overdrove the corner. Seth freaking RKO's him.
It looks like David managed to sneak by this time.
42 as well.
And then I don't know what happened with the 24 and the 0.
Yeah, the 0 plowed into the 99. The 55 self-spun it.
Oh! Phil tried sneaking by on the top around Seth as soon as Seth got back going, and he tagged Seth.
Contact.
Oh, yep, caution is out.
It doesn't look like there's too heavy of damage.
Cars stay out again.
We'll keep it with the 95 and the 44, the 2 strongest cars of the evening, it seems like so far. It looks like when we restart, Emmanuel Hartnett will be your race leader.
25 of Lemke up to 2nd.
That's going to be an interesting restart.
And it looks like we got...
Whoa. Accident almost on pit road. My goodness.
We have contender...
99 and 55 almost got into it on pit road.
We also have contender David Alvarez back up into 4th, so don't count him out of this one.
For the strong cars, they'll restart 5th and 6th.
Look at who will be restarting in 3rd place. Corey Williams out of nowhere.
Yeah, Corey Williams rearing his head up here in the top 5.
We'll see how long it takes Zach Rogers to come back through the field.
I'm willing to give it 3 laps, and he'll have that lead back. I mean, Hartnett will
I say 3 laps, and he'll be at least to 2nd.
Okay, maybe 5 laps. I feel like he could get the lead back from Hartnett, but he'll definitely blow by the 51 and the 25 here. He's got to worry about getting around the 42 and the 00. Those are the 2 cars that are going to contend with him here on this restart. So your order...
Let's see what Hartnett can do here.
See if I can blow through this real quick. Hartnett 1st, Lemke 2nd, Williams 3rd, Alvarez 4th, Rogers 5th. McIntyre looks like he's coming back to the pits. Ray is 6th, Parker 7th, Shelley 8th, 9th, Breeze, and these guys are coming back to the pit road. Miller 10th, Cole 11th, and McIntyre will be 12th. I don't know what's going to happen here.
And
we should be getting one to green this time.
And we'll go around another time. So I was 1 lap too early on that order. We'll get you a better order. The top, I want to say the top, if I could count, that'd be great. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The top 9, top 10 I announced will be the same. Shelley in 11th and McIntyre 12th as I announced. So that is how your order runs here on lap 36 of 104 or so.
100.
Whatever, Michael.
Gotta remember 100.
You gotta remember, you gotta counter for overtime, possibly.
I thought it was 104.
I don't think we're doing overtime. I think there's a point of no return where there'll be no more cautions, so.
We'll see when the time comes. We are not quite halfway through this. We are halfway Through this stage, however, we should be approaching. Next time by, it'll be 15 to go in the stage. So almost halfway.
Pretty sure we're coming to green this time by.
Hartnett is our control car.
See what Hartnett does here on this start. Can he get a good jump, just like what Rogers and Ray and Alvarez have been able to do tonight?
A little bit of a late start there, but he still gets a jump, and we got a stack up from second place on back.
Look at Carter freezing, trying to make a move underneath Parker.
Somebody wasn't anticipating that restart.
Yeah, I don't think they were quite ready for that. Watch Alvarez here. Oh, I thought he was going to be able to make a move on the 51.
Oh, and the 51 tags 25 of Lemke.
It's going to keep Hartnett at least in the lead for the moment. And watch Williams here. Watch Alvarez. They're going to try to move the 51.
Oh, and Corey's going to save it. And the 25 has the wall.
Zach Rogers in trouble. We have nobody really spun. I don't even know if that's a caution.
Did they all save it?
They all saved it.
Rogers is still going, but he lost a ton of time.
Oh my goodness.
He is not going to be happy about that. Cross the line 9th.
So this next stage that's going to be interesting for those of you watching. For those of you tuning in, second stage is 50 laps long, and you can go an average of about 40-ish laps on field.
Oh, here comes David.
Watch Alvarez here. Watch him into the corner here. He may take him 3 wide if he's smart. He doesn't.
He won't.
He's smart. He's very smart.
Williams battling Lemke hard for the second spot. That is allowing Emmanuel Hartnett
here comes David.
Drive away.
David has the spot.
To Williams.
Give that third spot to Alvarez.
Let's keep an eye on Rogers. Let's see Zach Rogers. That is. Let's see how aggressive he's going to race after that incident.
He's moved around for 8th.
Oh, he has closed it quick.
He's got 5 seconds on Hartnett here. If these guys keep it single file, they should be able to run back down the 00. Should the 00 not make any mistakes, he had to make a right turn in that corner there. You do not want to do that here, or you'll just lose the
yeah, Williams up the track, going to open the door for David here.
Watch him in a 3. I think he'll make that move.
David makes the...
here comes Roger.
Roger's coming with David. Side by side for second. Give the advantage to the 42.
David up to second. Roger will follow suit, and
Alvarez took that corner fairly well. Roger trying to follow suit behind his good buddy in the 51. Wow.
Oh no, they're about to make it 3 wide going into 3.
Oh my God,
that's a wise decision.
Oh, he backed off.
Thank
He did back off. That's good. Good move.
Here comes Roger on the bottom.
I don't know, sometimes these guys, maybe if it was a little later in the race, these guys got to grow some balls and race 3 wide.
There goes Roger for 3rd.
As you mentioned, Dollarton is not smart to go for a pass at 3 and 4, but Rogers is proving the strength of his car by passing.
Alvarez.
Oh, and Alvarez up on the wall, and he will keep going.
Yeah, but I think he just killed it.
Herbie's on the fence. Herbie's on the fence.
He just lost it. Oh, that's going to cost him.
I don't think that's going to be a caution because he didn't spin.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be yellow either. We'll see when we come around here.
We have less than 10 to go now.
Hartnett, let's see.
I think they are ruling it out.
Yeah, they're bringing it out.
Yeah, they're ruling it out.
Yeah.
Because I think Alvarez almost flipped it. Let's take a look back and see.
So as those guys go back and look at it, your top 5 are as such: Emmanuel Hartnett first, Roger Race second, Corey Williams third, Andrew Lemke fourth, Phil Parker up in 5th.
As we look back here.
So what happened was, David clipped the asphalt and then overcorrected it hard, and he basically pulled a Martin Truex Jr. wall ride.
Got quiet all of a sudden.
All right, Chris, I'm going to throw it to you. They're going down for pit stops.
Alrighty.
Oh, no, they're not.
Oh!
They weren't. Wow.
Well, they were.
They were. Some are. Some
That
aren't.
was a last
The 42, the 357, 72, and the 0 will bring it into the pits. We'll see. I think it's going to be mostly gas and goes. So that is going to the top 5 will not change at all as they were trying to fake each other out. The rest of the order is as such. Levi McIntyre is 6th, Zach Rogers 7th. That's the pace car. Andrew Miller is 8th, and depending on how they come off the pit road here will determine the remainder of the order. And it looks like Carter Friesen is going to come out 9th. And Carson Gum has joined us in the booth. Hang on, 3057 just spun out.
Yep, no grip on that apron, so
there is no grip. So he's got to get on that dirt.
He's losing it again. Yeah.
He's got to get on that dirt for it to straighten out.
There he goes.
Good. 10th is David Alvarez. 11th, James Shelley and Seth Cole will round out the field in 12th, as Hartnett is your leader. Welcome, Carson Gum, to the group.
He was moved up here, but he's not talking, so...
Yes, I am here, but I cannot give anything else to say that has not already been said. Really good race so far, though.
I think we're getting ready to go back green here.
I'm disappointed in you. You practiced, but didn't even try to race.
Hartnett with a great launch.
Williams, wow.
Holy cannoli.
You've got about 6 to 7 laps to go in this stage.
So let's see how aggressive these guys are going to be here.
Whoa, that 357 really lost the pack there.
Look at the 24. Wow, nearly got blocked by the 25 as the 24 is going to try to put the move here on the 25 of Andrew Lemke here.
I'm keeping my eye on Zach Rogers.
Roger Ray really closing in on a Hartnett on 3 and 4 here.
So Carson, you were in there. Tell me, when that whole melee happened where almost a lot of people wrecked, how mad was Zach Rogers?
He was very upset, I can tell you that much.
Roger Ray right on the back bumper of the 0-0.
And Rogers spins it out again.
Oh,
and that's going to be a caution, definitely.
That's going to be a big
That's a big death.
55 of Andrew Miller.
We will go back and look at this one.
I think we'll get back green before the stage
ends. Seth Cole is also involved. Can you get it back started?
Seth Cole is stuck into the wall.
At the stripe.
And it looks like that's end of the day, possibly, for the 0 car.
Quite the wreck there.
Well, as the guys go back to look at it, here's your top 5. Hartnett maintained the lead throughout that short green flag run. Roger Ray 2nd. Corey Williams 3rd. Phil Parker was able to move up to 4th and Andrew Lemke 5th. So the only change was between Parker and Lemke. Rogers definitely probably displeased. Michael Norman heads back down to race control.
Yeah, Rogers just drove it a little too hard. Lost it, and the 55 slowed up, got hit by the 42 of David Alvarez. Spins the 55 out. And then into the picture comes 0 of Seth Cole, just nowhere to go. Goes way into the air.
Got a feel for him. One of the more final nights he's going to be with us. Do these special events. We're hoping for more, but all we can do is hope for the time being. You know, life comes first.
Alright guys, we're going to have a quick interview, real quick, with Seth Cole.
Was moved to your channel.
Alright, Seth, go ahead and tell us what exactly happened out there.
Well, you know, I spent most of this race trying to figure out what the hitbox is, and unfortunately I found out, I guess the 55, I don't know what really happened, but he was sideways in front of us. I turned down low to avoid him. On my screen, I had him cleared, and all of a sudden I clobbered him with the right front. And as soon as the car came to a stop, the engine was dead. So I don't think they're repairing it. So, you know, it's tough. We had engine damage just at the beginning too, but that's how it works here in dirt tracks.
Lately, you went out with a blaze of glory, huh?
Pretty much. I mean, we were having some pretty good battles there towards the rear of the field. And I guess they've been having good battles up front, so I'm glad how the pack is working out. Just wish we could have been there at the end. I mean, if we could have at least made it to the 3rd stage, that would have been nice, but oh well, that's how it works.
Alrighty, Seth, we'll have fun. We'll call you up here if you want another interview or anything, just let us know, and that's tough to see you out so early.
Back green, ladies and gentlemen.
User was moved out of your channel.
Back green.
Looks like we're going to be seeing 3 to go.
And the 25's around in turn 1.
And Levi goes
and the 66,
with him.
That's going to be another caution.
The
That's the 99 of Levi McIntyre. Sorry about that.
66.
Watch
I
here
was in
down the stripe
helicopter
here.
view,
That
I am
might
sorry.
take
That
us
was
to
all
the end of the
Levi
stage
just
here.
dove it in way too hard.
Levi, yep.
Look at the end of this could be the end of the stage here.
Yep, it very well could be, and it looks like Emmanuel Hartnett's going to be there.
Looks like it's going to be. Oh, is Hartnett going to slow down? Yeah, he will. We are under yellow for what is it now? The 5th time?
Yep, I will be right
That would
back.
be correct.
We'll hit. It's Michael heads back down to race control. Again, a short one here. I don't think we had much changes. Phil Parker's up to 3rd. Look who's in 5th, guys.
David Alvarez.
Rogers has worked his way back up to 6th here. One guy that was up here, Andrew Lemke, was the one involved in there. That's why he has fallen further back, as we're down to 11 cars in the pack now. We can confirm Seth Cole is out of the race. Checked and released from the care center. That's why we were able to bring him in for the said interview. So Hartnett is your leader here at lap 50, as we are halfway through. All right, guys, let's see. Are they going to bring it down into the pits here? 4 pit stops.
Here we go.
Is teasing
And
the
it
idea.
looks like everybody's coming in.
And
We'll see.
David stays out.
And it looks like 42 will
Top 4
stay
in.
out. Rogers, Friesen, Miller, Jelly all stayed out.
We're down here in Emmanuel Hartnett's pit. He looks like he's just going to do gas and go.
only.
That's always what the case is here.
right,
A little bit
so
of a
we are
bad
going-
stop there for the 51.
We are going to lap 104. That is confirmed. The lap that we are going to from this point on. It is possible for green and white checkered if a caution comes out before the 2 lap to go mark. And Emmanuel Hartnett is credited with the stage victory.
Thank you for the update, Michael. Oh my goodness, guys. Wow. David Alvarez.
It's not that late. Gosh,
I'm a college student.
I know I'm joking.
Well, put it this way. Chris and I are both college students, and I was up till 1 o'clock this morning trying to get knocked out with a back assignment from last
I
semester.
literally have homework to do right after this broadcast. So no, I will not make the broadcast heat. I have to dip right when we're done.
Yeah, you'll have to dip for homework, which is understandable.
So David Alvarez, he's going to be your leader here at the halfway point of this race. This is how the running order is going to go. Alvarez is first. Rogers has worked his way back to 2nd, so good bounce back for him. Friesen is 3rd. Andrew Miller 4th. James Shelley 5th. Roger Ray 6th. Phil Parker 7th. Emmanuel Hartnett, your Stage 2 winner in 8th. Corey Williams 9th. 10th is Andrew Lemke, and 11th is McIntyre. Seth Cole 12th out of the race.
I do believe we will be going green this time.
And a fitting way to do it too at the halfway point of this race.
Oh, if I could plug a real quick update here. For those of you who enjoy NASCAR Heat 4, apparently there's an update coming out Friday with some updated paint schemes, like the throwback race this year and the round of 16. But also, apparently, we can now race the Xfinity and Monster Energy Cup Series on dirt tracks.
Wow.
Whoa.
So
There's a massive update from 704 Games.
So as we're getting ready to head back to the restart here on lap 50,
As David Alvarez will get us back going. Green flag is out. Here we go. Rogers all over the 42's back bumper.
Rogers back up to the front now. They decided to stay out, but remember, fuel strategy could come into play here.
Well, with how the cautions have been going and how there's only one car out of the race.
Wow, what a
It's
move
not going to be the
by
last
Roger
we're going to
Ray.
see of those yellows, Shelly. They're
3 wide. And around goes the 0-0.
Does he keep it off the inside guide rail?
Oh, and it's still
I
going.
think he did.
Think we may be able to keep it green here. Alvarez way up the track. Rogers will be on the inside here.
Roger Ray lost a lot of time.
You all mind if we bring in Qualls for another help?
He's not gonna. If he's not in the server, so he can't really.
He's got the live.
Oh, and around goes the 357.
Well,
His is going to be
Qualls-
delayed, Michael, so it won't work.
Carter
Qualls has the
Friesen.
live stream up though. That's the thing.
He gets it back going though.
Yeah,
and
but
he
it'll
is-
be delayed. So
Yeah, he'll be on a 5-second delay or so.
More like 15, actually. It's like
Reason
15
got it back
seconds.
going, though.
Oh,
I do not think
contact!
it's a caution.
And
that's going to be a caution.
That's gonna be a yellow.
Lemke just flat
Corey
out
Williams and Andrew
Corey
Lemke involved
Williams.
again.
Oh boy.
That's going to be helpful for the double zero and the 357 who previously spun the leader also. And amidst all that, we had a lead change, 95 to the front. Look at the driver who's sitting
Double
third, but now
zero, who was
Andrew
up
Miller.
in the front most of the day.
You got spun there, kept it off the lower guardrail. Here's your top five as we're under yellow again for the sixth time tonight. Zach Rogers first, David Alvarez second, Andrew Miller up to third, Phil Parker fourth, James Shelley rounds out the top five.
So we go back and take a look at what happened here.
User joined your channel.
Ooh, yeah, the 51 just looked like he just slid right up into the path of the 25.
Well, we have a break
Slid
here.
down.
Well, oh yeah, y'all are covered that. Not it.
Yes, indeed, Ray indeed did dump the double zero down the backstretch. Looks like he just slid up on a corner exit there and tagged his quarter.
Well, Carson, at the top of the program, us four made picks. I want to, if I remember correctly, I went with Phil Parker to win this thing. Michael Norman, you went with
Zach Rogers.
Gardner, I believe you went with David Alvarez, and then Rob, you went with Roger Ray. Carson, aside from those four, who do you think is, at this point in the race, excuse me, could have a chance to win it?
Well, my money is going to be on James Shelley.
Whoa!
What a pick!
James,
Because he has Taco Casa on the car, and I love Taco Casa.
Of all the
Yeah,
dark
I do too.
horses, that is the darkest horse of them all.
He's
So
been hanging around
Carson's
up here.
gonna lose his money if he were to put a bet on that.
But dude, if you ever do have a chance, I don't know where else in the country there is Taco Casas, but we got them here in Texas. They're fantastic. One of them's a California chain. They have their way. Here comes the 99. He makes the move to try to crack the top five.
Oh, and he slides up, and he's got the apron, and
Ray.
Ray nearly loses it. What a save!
Double zero almost got into the 44.
Drag
coming out of
race,
four.
McIntyre by half a car length.
Oh, and Levi sends it.
And Lemke.
And
Somebody
Lemke's
else.
into the wall as there
Lemke.
was contact between Corey Williams and Carter Friesen.
We are still green.
Now, look at the, you can put a blanket over the top three, maybe the fourth car, Phil Parker.
Oh, and the double zeros around.
again.
It looks like no one touched him.
I think we're okay. I don't think there's gonna be a caution. We're all
We'll see
good.
here in the
Lemke
corner.
really
what they
drove it into the
decide.
apron there out of 4.
We are still
Oh, baby, synchronized
Oh,
spinning.
now we have.
And that is a double spin.
Nope, the 72 never spun. But they'll probably roll that a yellow anyways.
Whoa!
green. Whoa!
Lemke almost got in
We
the
have
back
nothing
of
but
Shelley.
chaos.
It's just these cautions continue to happen. That's keeping Rogers in front. Alvarez in second, Miller third. We'll see here at the stripe what the verdict is.
These
Nope,
cautions
no
have really been
problem.
keeping
No
Ray
caution,
from
they are
recovering.
Green.
accelerating.
No yellow has been thrown.
And we've
The
got
field behind these
ten-
top 4 have really
Ooh.
spread out.
Oh, here
David.
comes Alvarez. Oh, and he puts the
David with the
bumper to him.
Yeah, he took it. He used the bumper there to get in.
He used the chrome horn.
Here comes
Some people
Miller.
are probably gonna blame that on Levi. Roger, I think, is blaming the pinch that Levi pinched him.
That 42 is all over the back bumper of that 95. Watch that 55 though. He may play a factor into the.
Oh, and here comes Miller.
There he
Driving
is.
over side by side for second.
He's gonna fall in line.
Good corner
Can't make the
exit
move
there.
yet. Miller and
That would be
Alvarez.
They
both
both went around.
spin.
That's a yellow.
What a
I think that
lap
42
of
may be stuck,
chaos.
guys.
No, he's just waiting for the field to.
Okay, yeah, he's
go
good to
by.
go. I think
He's
yeah, that's
okay.
gonna be a yellow.
Yep, it's 100% gonna be a yellow.
As they are slowed down, here's your top 5 again here on our 7th caution here, completing lap 62 of 104. Rogers is the leader. Phil Parker is second. Levi McIntyre third. Carter Friesen. It's still a bit early, and with the fuel coming into play, a lot of things can happen.
Yeah, that 55 definitely just got drifted up the track a little bit, got up into the 42.
Here we go for pit stops.
And yeah.
Here we go. Over to you, Chris.
Gambles. Let's see if anyone the 51.
Could possibly put him where they don't have to pit. Corey Williams stays out.
51 and the 44 stay out. Expect the 44 to have the lead when they come around.
Lemke stayed out as well.
Corey Williams stayed out.
I say that because 44's had the better car tonight. Well, 25 stayed out.
Oh, Phil messed up his entry.
That is not good for Phil. Looks like Rogers will come out in fourth. That is
Alvarez taking tires.
Levi McIntyre, he'll come out fifth. Andrew Miller sixth. Oh, a little spin there off the corner. Oh, Shelley. Oh, that was close, but it's Friesen, Shelley, Parker.
Oh, it looks like Levi's losing off the pit exit. Oh, he saves it. Got the tire barrier.
He's going to round out the field in 11th. That is how the field is going to look when we go back green. I'm saying I don't think the 51 is going to be able to hold the lead. I'll bite my tongue if he does. I just think that 44 has had the better car tonight.
I bet my bottom dollar Ray goes to the bottom in turn 1.
He only spun into the tire barrier coming off pit road.
Who? These guys are going to get it situated here. I think we won't go green this time. We'll see the green to take lap 65 of 104. That'll put us just under 40 laps to go. And I am right. Thanks. Moves the tail right now as they go around. So, here's a good point. I know we discussed our picks a bit ago with Carson making his pick. Let's see where they all are now. Roger Ray is in second. Zach Rogers is now fourth. Let's see, I have to go further back here. And Phil Parker, my pick, he's ninth. David Alvarez, Johnny's pick is 10th. And Emmanuel Hartnett's, he wasn't one of the picks, I'm sorry.
James Shelley.
It's not gonna take long for Rogers to get back up to the front.
He's right there in fourth, so he's already practically at the front. He's just got to get around Lemke. Lemke, I will tell you this, he has been he's been a thorn in the side of a lot of other drivers tonight. Not because he's wrecking, but the fact that he's able to keep up with these guys.
Now the question is, can Ray get to the front before Rogers gets there?
Well, I mean, you got Williams leading them around here for the green flag here as they'll take it with just under 40 laps to go. I think if Roger is smart and Williams doesn't get a good jump, he takes him into turn 1 and gets the lead on the exit of 3 and 4 when they come around to complete lap 65. I think.
And if he doesn't clear that pass, then he's going to get him in 3 and 4 and clear it off in 3 and 4.
That's what I think.
As Williams gets us going back green.
Got a good jump. I think he caught Roger napping. He may be able to hold the lead for a lap.
Roger has a much better corner.
I say that. No. He cut it off. Corey Williams cut it off in the middle of the corner. She's trying to save gas.
Oh, he's clutching into the corner.
Off in the corner and Roger right to the point.
And around goes James Shelley.
And the 42.
And the 42, David Alvarez.
And the
2 cars
42
around.
Again,
was this contact?
No.
See, oh, it was. David tags the 72 going into turn 3.
It may cost them, but the way the yellows have been going, and amazingly enough, Rogers has not been able to get around the 25, so he remains in fourth. Williams is able to maintain second for the time being.
It looks like Lemke's really closing on Corey here.
He's going to try the outside here, it looks like.
Oh, and here comes Rogers.
That was a good choice.
Oh, and he almost touches him.
Very close on that back bumper.
Here comes Rogers to the bottom.
Way low.
Lemke goes to the outside.
I don't think maybe Rogers can get it off.
Try to make the move. I don't think he can do it though. Oh, he's close. Whoa! Almost makes contact.
Lemke gave him room.
And you can more likely put Rogers up to third. He hasn't been great.
Here he comes again.
Oh,
the 51 really loose there. He got on the apron.
Off the corner there. Give Rogers maybe at the line.
And Lemke gets him.
By just a tiny bit of rubber.
25 tags the wall on the front stretch. He's
25,
loose.
Almost into Levi McIntyre.
He's safe.
He loses spots on that and give Rogers
Speaking
position.
of Roger Ray has pulled out to a second lead.
He is checked out, but that's not always the best option. I'm listening to the 51's crew. Yeah, he has been cutting it off in the corner to save some gas, hoping for a yellow here. That way they can all be close to the same cycle, but we'll see.
As we cycle back further in the field, we are mostly single file throughout this whole field. Alvarez has really lost it.
Between the Zach Rogers and Corey Williams.
Oh, McIntyre's challenging, and Levi McIntyre's going to try and get around the
McIntyre's gonna try to
95.
make a move, take advantage of that contact.
That cost Rogers big time there.
And give McIntyre the spot.
The track that may open the door for the 25 at the corner. Give the 99 position 3. Watch the crossover though into 1. Let's see if Rogers does anything.
And he's gonna try, but Levi
McIntyre with a much better
he
corner.
Did not enter the corner good at all.
Oh, and the 51 goes wide off the corner. Here comes McIntyre. As Roger is still increasing his gap to a 1.4 second.
Whoa, the 95 almost got into the 99.
Oh, and here comes Roger. He's got...
And
he turns him!
99! 25 hits him as well.
I think that may not be a yellow, as the 99 was the only one that spun.
We'll take a look. We're waiting for official wording.
And after all that, Carter Friesen is 3rd.
Where did Mr. Friesen come from?
So they did all get it back going.
No, that was not a yellow.
Yeah.
Just went down to clarify.
Still green. And the 42 just spun in 1 and 2.
And with the 72
he kept it
as well.
together, though. Got on the apron, just lost a little bit.
David did spin as a single car. It looks like the 72 of James Shelley did lose it in the same corner as he just took it way deep into 1 and 2.
Ooh, the 55 and the 00 battling for 7.
Watch the 95 here. He may try to put the move on the 357 here into the corner.
Oh, they touch, they touch. Here comes Parker.
Here comes the 25 as well. Can't get the run this time, but maybe Lemke can try turning the 1.
Back here towards the
if
front.
you're holding up a faster car, you should expect the boot to come to you sooner or later.
Phil looking to the inside off of 2.
He's keeping it there. Parker, he's keeping it there. Watch into 3.
And Phil with a much better line through 3 and 4 and give the spot to Parker. He's going to clear Rogers.
Not quite. Give it to him. He's got the spot. He is clear. Wait a moment.
He barely cleared him.
Watch Rogers here in the 1 and see if he takes that.
Oh, and he gives him the bumper.
Pretty mistake.
Zach had a better angle to go into the corner than Phil Parker did.
No, I don't know. He kind of took that corner a bit wider than I thought he was going to, but now he's setting up Parker for another move here, and the battle for 3rd rages on. And like we said, Roger Ray is checked out. He's got a 3-second lead over Corey Williams.
And behind them, the battle for 7th, Andrew Miller took 7th away from Manuel
Any of these guys want a shot? Meanwhile, guys, we have crept inside 30 laps to go in this race.
Oh, Rogers really dives it in deep.
Wow, Zach really dove it off into that corner.
Rogers is driving with a fire in his eyes as he keeps trying to get around that 24 of Parker.
You can put 3rd all the way through 8th within a second and a half of each other. They are all right there. All with cars capable of winning this race. The lead has now grown to
almost
another 2
seconds.
3.5 second lead for Roger Ray over Corey Williams.
But look out, Roger Ray is coming up on the last place car of James Shelley.
Here's the thing, though. He did not lose nor gain on Phil Parker, so that just shows you.
Whoa! Shelley's around in front of Roger! And Roger's gonna hit him! Oh! Shelley is upside down in turn 4.
That's a yellow.
Oh no, a tough break for Roger Ray.
And the lead to Corey Williams for the caution.
Yep, and that's gonna be a tough break for...
I can assure you, Roger's swearing on the radio right now.
And
James Shelley has already brought it back.
We will check live feed, and we do have a curse word out of the mouth of Roger.
User left your
Roger did not want to see that, I guarantee you that. He had a 3.5-second lead over the now leader, Corey Williams, and then with the 72 spinning, he got clobbered. He clobbered him. That has effectively ended Shelley's night. There is only 10 cars remaining in this race. Your top 5 goes as follows. Corey Williams, the leader. Phil Parker, second. Andrew Lemke, third. Carter Friesen, fourth. And Andrew Miller's fifth. Where the heck did Zach Rogers go? He's in eighth.
Before we get to Michael, we would like to apologize for the language out of Roger Ray.
They bleeped it for us, so we are fine.
What language?
Check the
And
racer
looks like
chat.
everyone's gonna come pit
Everyone's
this time.
coming. Everyone's here in the pits.
As we pull
Especially
this
that
up,
44 is gonna have to come, especially with the damage he sustained.
Look at the 51. Watch here. This is going to be the critical point here. Who is going to win the race off pit road?
behold swear words out of Roger's mouth from chat.
I'm willing to bet it'll be Zach Rogers that's going to win the race off the pits here. Let's see. Here comes a
Oh,
car.
they're neck and neck.
It's Hartnett.
It's gonna be Hartnett.
Unless he's sped.
Oh, and he turns him.
Uh-oh.
I don't
I don't
think
think
Phil-
that was on purpose.
I don't think. Yeah, I definitely don't think he meant to do that.
So put Hartnett P1
Hartnett
for the
sped.
time.
No, Hartnett had to have sped because he's waiting for everybody to go by.
So give Phil Parker the race lead.
Ooh, Hartnett hit the
Is
wall.
something wrong on the Hartnett machine? No?
Well, looking
He
back,
just tagged the wall a little bit.
Well, either way, I guess that's the way it's going to go. Unless he just
And
runs the corner in front of Parker.
Zach Rogers is back up to second place.
So I guess for the time being, give Phil Parker the lead, and Zach Rogers second, Corey Williams third, Andrew Miller fourth, Andrew Lemke fifth. Alvarez has worked his way back to sixth, seventh McIntyre, eighth Roger Ray involved in that last yellow, the yellow we're on right now. Ooh, a little contact from Friesen. He's ninth though, is Friesen. Hartnett 10th, as Shelley and Cole are behind the wall.
The
But,
interesting thing to see will be to
I
see
doubt we're taking the green here.
Nope.
Nope, we're
Not
not.
look like
He would have went by now.
interesting thing to see will be who is going to get the better jump and who is going to be making a move. We do have
It
Corey
is-
back there.
It has always been the front driver in every restart we've had. We're working our 8th caution of the race, our 6th one due to racing-related incidents. It has always been the guy that is the control car. He has gotten the best jump so far. We have yet to have seen Phil Parker be at the front on a restart, so we'll see. This is going to be a new thing to watch here.
Corey Williams no longer having to worry about gas. He's going to restart third.
And he is going to be good to go. He may be a factor down the stretch here. Take a look where our picks are. Phil Parker, he is first. That is my pick. Zach Rogers, that's Michael's pick. He's second. David Alvarez, Johnny's pick is, I think he's going to restart sixth. Yes, that is right. Roger Ray is going to restart. Oh, this is weird. Andrew Miller's throwing me off here. Oh, there we go. Roger Ray will restart eighth, and then, well, Carson's pick is now
Dave
out
Shelley
of
is
the race.
out of the race.
He's out of the race.
Well,
He's out
give
of
us your
the
money,
race.
Carson. Give us your money.
And
Just kidding.
I'm not going to be taking
Here's
you
the
to Taco
whole penny.
Casa anytime soon.
Possibly.
Phil will be
Be
your
going
control
green.
car. Let's see how well of a jump he gets.
That red, white, and blue car, he'll take the green at lap 80 of 104, 24 to
And
go.
he is off, and
Whoa.
Rogers stays with him.
He didn't get the best of jumps. He got a jump, though. That time, it's a 0.3 of a second lead for him. Going into 1 and 2 with 25.
Oh, and Rogers is right up close with him. Nearly tagged him
Rogers
in
is
1 and
there.
2.
He has got the car to beat right now. These cautions have been hurting him all day long.
Oh.
A little loose off the corner. Single file until you get to Roger Ray battling David Alvarez towards the back. Roger trying to complete the pass. And Alvarez is forced to take the corner wide.
Oh, and Miller
Off
gets the
corner.
wall. Here comes McIntyre, giving a bump to the 25.
Pushing him past the 55. That ought to get.
Oh!
Oh, they're 3 wide.
Oh,
And there goes the 42 and the 357 around as well.
we got to
That
get
yeah,
back
two
in.
spin there.
That could bring
Except
around
for the
that could
357.
bring on a caution. We don't know. We'll have to
We will
wait.
head up to our race
Steven
leader.
The line.
Control.
Bill Parker is still the leader.
Phil Parker with a nice, smooth,
Zach Rogers
consistent
still trying to
line.
battle, though.
Let's see. At the stripe, it's Parker. Let's see if they back it down.
They do.
Yep.
And they do.
will be under yellow for the ninth
Caution
time.
number 9, yes.
Top 5, as always, brought to you by yours truly. Bill Parker. I was trying to come up with a sponsor, and I realized we don't have any sponsors. Zach Rogers, 2nd. Corey Williams, 3rd. Andrew Lemke, 4th. Andrew Miller, 5th. So the top 5 did not change that much.
What about your top 5 presented by PP&G Paints?
Thank you. So, guys, we're on lap 82 of 104, closing in on 20 laps to go. It's getting down to crunch time.
Actually, according to our chat, we should make it the top 5 presented by Dynaco.
Dynaco's all mine.
Referring to YouTube chat, by the way.
We saw that comment, Qualls, so there you go. Merry Christmas.
Phil has been pretty consistent all night, so I think you do have a solid pick there, Dollarton.
He's been doing well, but right now, when at any racetrack you go to, you are a sitting duck if you are the leader with 20 to go.
And Corey's pitting again. Wait, nope. Oh my goodness, he almost hit that tire wall.
Never mind.
And Roger Ray is still somewhat in it.
So the 42 and 37, the 2 involved under the yellow, they will bring the cars down and pit.
I do believe that caution was because Roger tried to dive it in, getting aggressive trying to get through the field.
Yeah, you know, you got to be aggressive at this point in the race. It's closing in on 20 to go. We're going to take the green probably with 20 to go. So this is probably 2 to go right now. Next time I will get the 1 to go.
Taking a look back, Roger dives it in under Levi and just shoves the 99. And the 357 and the 42 try splitting him.
Racing with anger, so you know that he's going to be all over and hit people and stuff like that.
As I do believe we are possibly going green this time.
We'll see.
As your current top 5, you got Phil Parker, Zach Rogers, Corey Williams, the underdog of this front 4, especially Lemke, and you have Andrew Miller to round out your top 5.
To rain out?
Rained out.
To rain out your top 5.
Yeah, I don't think you really rain out in dirt races. It's just a lot more slippery. We'll see here. Do they take green flag?
And Phil gets a good jump this time.
Let's see how much the gap is at the line compared to the last time. About the same, and a little bit of 10th quicker that time was Roger.
1,000th quicker.
Oh boy.
We will go back and see how that number 44 of Ray is doing, and he's going to try and work his way around Hartnett.
Zach got loose off the corner and slammed into the wall.
That's going to scrub some time up for him. That could hand him into the clutches of Corey Williams.
It also
took the fastest of cars tonight.
Rogers
got a little bit of the apron there.
It also took a bit of pressure off Phil right there.
Parker is stretching the gap now.
With 20 laps to go.
Don't count Corey Williams out of this as he is closing.
Got the apron.
Here comes the 25, looking for 3rd place.
Yeah, I think he's going to get down to the inside there of Williams. He's got a quicker car than the 51 VP Reen car.
Levi McIntyre going to make a move.
Oh, well.
Underneath the 55.
Williams.
Here comes Ray under the 00.
Give Levi McIntyre that spot. I believe.
MP5 in the big red towing machine. Look at Emmanuel Hartnett here. He's been around at the front here. He's trying to work his way back up. He will take 6th away.
Whoa, he's on the apron.
Saves the car.
Here comes Ray under the 00.
2 of the stronger cars back here today. Roger Ray, David Alvarez having to fight their way through this traffic. Have not had long green flag runs to be able to do so. Bill Parker continuing to do well. That time didn't really have a good corner. Rogers continuing to methodically pick away. 5.53 last time. This time,
a .41.
Picked up a 10th.
Whoa! Zach really dove it off in there.
What a drive there by Rogers.
Rogers able to send it in deeper and still be consistent through his corners.
He is having a great run tonight in that 51. A guy we did not see much of in qualifying and during the heats. I don't think we actually saw him in the heats at all.
Yeah,
as Rogers, it looks like we have Hartnett trying to get around McIntyre there for the 6th spot, I believe that is.
Wow, Hartnett's really driving it hard. Contact. More contact.
Looking for 5th. He's there.
Watching the corner here. Watch McIntyre. He may try to pinch him here.
Oh, they touch.
He did.
They rub doors and.
Oh, and Hartnett sit. Oh,
He's not going to save it.
hard into the inside wall.
Goodness.
Give Roger
That's
Ray
the
another
only one?
spot.
No, that will not be a yellow. That
Here
is gonna
comes
cost
Ray.
Hartnett.
Roger Ray looking to get around the 99. Next, what is he gonna do?
Tough break for Emmanuel Hartnett.
And Parker's lead is back to 0.5 of a second as
Rogers
flies.
is trying so hard.
Oh, here comes Ray. He's got it. He's there.
He's
Give
gonna get
Ray
that
the
spot. Away
spot.
from McIntyre.
Give Ray that
And
spot.
slides it off the corner and completes the pass in 5th.
Ray up to 5th. Next target is the 25 of Lemke. He is not far back and is really closing quick.
Update from race control.
Nope, everything's all good. No caution or anything.
Now
Rogers
Levi's under fire from Alvarez.
How did that tone
Rogers
sound
is
from Hartnett there,
continuing to
Norman?
methodically stalk the 24. Man,
The bump?
it just looks like Rogers every time is going to just wreck the 24 on
Everybody
corner
at
exit.
this what it is at this point, when it comes to trying to pass Levi, everybody knows that Levi is not going to alter his line. So if you got to make a move on him, you're going to probably have to shove him out of the way because he will not give
And
you
Williams
any
is
room.
around in the
Oh!
position.
Oh, and speaking of
Oh,
Levi,
my!
he probably does.
Oh!
Crash.
He's
Williams upside down.
Big
The
left,
99 of
51
McIntyre is
so is-
upside down.
so
and
is-
And I
Levi
do believe the
McIntyre.
51 is done. Motor
the
dead.
99 is upside down in turn 4.
And Levi had to.
And the 51's day is done. Too
Man.
much damage.
He was having a fantastic day.
Running position.
Well, I hate to quote Tristan here from the first run. The Christmas Miracle race from this past December. I guess I can say his fries
Oh.
are
User
done.
left your channel.
So that happens at lap 91 of 104.
Levi
We're
plows.
closing in on 10 laps to go. That was one of our longer green flag runs. Your top 5, well, might as well just go through the field at this
User
point.
was moved to your channel.
At the time of caution, and here is Corey Williams for an interview as his night is open.
Corey, what happened out there?
Drove it in too deep, trying to stay ahead of Andrew, and it just looped.
I guess you could say your fries are done.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you this,
Killed it.
Corey. I was rooting for you. You're having a really good run tonight up there in third. We didn't see much of you during practice and qualifying and during the heat. To see you having a good run up there without much on-track time, and it was having a good run. It's just unfortunate it came to an end right now.
I got a couple of questions. First of all, how was it like racing out there?
Oh, I loved it. It was fun. The first caution, I had the whole nose knocked off of it. My whole front end was bent to the right the whole race. So it was pretty beat up running third. And I was hoping Zach and Phil would have touched a little bit and beat and banged a little bit, and maybe we'd had a shot to win it. But when Andrew got up under me, only way I could stay in front of him was I would have to drive it in hard and then turn it a little bit harder to get it to arc and pull ahead of him and get to the bottom, but it just didn't that time, and it just looped and killed it.
And another question I have too is, I've talked about it on the stream already about his driving style, but what's it been like with racing and trying to pass with Levi out there?
I haven't been around him on the whole race, so I don't know. Like, when he's in the front, I'm in the back, and when I'm in the front, he's in the back. So I haven't been around him, but listening to some other drivers out there, they're not too pleased with him. I've seen some comparisons of him being a Ryan Newman tonight, but I mean, I haven't been around him to, even...
Better yet, to put it in
Even
comparison, I
racing.
think he's driving like Kyle Busch on. Oops, I'm not gonna say it. There's a curse word involved, but
Alright, well, it's a shame that you were out so much, Corey. Do you want to stay up here with us, or do you want to go back down in there?
I want to go back down in there and say hello to all the boys.
and we're going back to green.
Alrighty, you enjoy your night there.
User was moved
As
to your
Corey
channel.
heads back down, 10
As we
laps
run-
to go, or closing in on 10 laps to go.
We run through
Yeah,
our top
actually, how
5
about-
again. Phil Parker still retains the lead. Rogers second. We got Lemke up to third. And look who's in fourth.
And look who's right behind him.
Look at Levi McIntyre. He was upside down in turn 4 and is already back in 6th place.
Roger Ray here. He's going to look for third here. Not McIntyre. Rogers all over the back bumper of Parker as we have 11 laps to go.
I do believe we will get the green flag this time. What does Parker do?
We are green.
Oh!
Don't forget to click your fast forward button there.
God dang it.
To bring yourself back up.
Now the folks watching are back up to speed now.
Carter Friesen trying to make a move on Levi, but he's just not giving him any room.
Yeah, that's been the story tonight. Parker maintains the lead through 3 and 4.
Here comes Lemke.
And I think Friesen just tapped the bumper there of the 99.
Oh, contact between Lemke and Rogers are off the exit of 4.
Lemke's going to make it really hard for Rogers to be able to catch Parker here.
Oh, he nearly gets him.
Now comes the 0-0. He's going to take
See,
the spot away from Carter Friesen. He's going to go way up.
Rogers' downfall right there. He keeps diving it in. He loses corner. He loses it on the corner exit.
Here comes Ray.
It has not been the story tonight. Phil Parker.
About 10 laps to go this time, coming to 9.
Roger Ray looking under Lemke on the front stretch.
Rogers
you look at the remaining picks.
Drives it in
They're
again.
all up here. First, second, fourth, and fifth. That is all.
Lemke goes wide.
He was able to make it stick. He was able to make it stick that time, but he still loses Phil a little bit on corner exit.
Phil has been really good on corner exit. Puts the bumper to him.
Here comes Ray on the bottom for third.
Oh, contact between Hartnett and McIntyre.
Carson looking at paddles further back.
Carter Friesen in the wall in the back.
8 laps to go.
Rogers trying to get the 25 to move.
Here comes Hartnett.
Oh!
Zach loses
and Roger threads the needle up to second.
Oh, look out! Oh my goodness, that's going to be a caution. Miller involved. Zach Rogers.
Andrew Miller, Zach Rogers.
Rogers not
Carter Friesen was involved.
Rogers is out.
I believe Lemke was involved as well.
Rogers has retired.
And racing back, almost.
I'm going to say this now.
Almost spun the 99.
I'm going to say this now. I think Rogers is pissed.
I can imagine. He dove into the corner and lost it himself.
I was worried that's what was going to happen.
Contact.
And look who's up to second.
No, there was not contact there. I could tell you that much. Going into the corner, he just...
Yeah, there was no contact. Yeah, the 95 just lost it.
Yep, he just lost it himself. He lost it,
and the 25 got involved.
As we are going to go on board with the number 44 through this wreck, as he threaded the needle and missed this.
As you're going through that, Andrew Miller has also taken the car behind the wall, so half the field, or just under half the field, is in the garage area. We are left with 7 cars to finish this race tonight.
Lemke, after hitting Zach Rogers, spun in the apron of turn 2.
And you look at it here, of all the 7 that are remaining, aside from Friesen, they've all been
I'm going to go get a race report.
And actually, that was not on Rogers. Lemke did a full send and slammed Rogers in the door. And that just ends Rogers'
point,
day.
What are you going to do? Because Rogers is already loose. Lemke's going to try and take the spot away. And I guess they just got too close there. As Parker crosses the line, lap 99 will now go on the board.
We got ourselves a battle here.
It's going to be 5 laps to go. They'll have to go 3 laps caution-free if they want to see this to the finish. If there's a caution on either laps lap 101 and 102.
All right, we are 1 to green right now. We will get a restart with 5 laps to go. If a caution comes out before 103, we will have a green-white checkered. If not, it's race to 104 to the end, or 105 technically. It's completion of 104.
So when 105 goes on the board, it's over.
Yep. Unless we get a caution before that.
Unless we do have a caution before 103 is up on the board.
So this has turned into anybody's race. We are coming to
this
the green
has really
flag
become anybody's race. Look at it. The top 7 have proven that they've been able to keep up here at the front. I would look at that top 3, though, to see who's going to win this race. Bill Parker has done a great job holding the lead for the last 20 laps or so. Let's see if he can continue to do it, as he will be your leader to put lap 100 on the board. Can he get another
green flag?
Yes, he can. Although Roger keeps up just a little bit. The gap between them, 2.2.
Here they come into turn 1, and here comes Ray.
That has been the closest gap of anybody on a restart when Parker's leading.
Emmanuel Hartnett takes over
took
4th
place from Levi McIntyre.
Wow, Hartnett's on a mission right now to hopefully just come out with a top 5. He's had bad luck.
We have got quite the battle for the lead, and here comes Ray.
it would be great if Roger won, but at the same time it wouldn't because we wouldn't be able to get an interview with him because he can't talk.
It's unfortunate here. Lap
Same with
101
David.
on the board. We are 2 laps from the point of no return. Can Parker continue this magical run he's had?
Here
in the
comes
last 30
David.
laps?
Don't count that 42 out.
The double zero's trying to reel these guys in. They just needs one of them to make a mistake for him to be able to have an opportunity.
Lemke gonna try to make a move, and he has to back out.
Of it.
Roger,
And
right
put a
in
blanket
those
over that
tire
top
tracks.
3. Hardness.
Whoa,
Guys.
look out.
Lap
Everything's
102 on the
still
board.
good.
We'll see 3 laps to go.
Roger is right on Phil's
If we
bumper. He's
complete
not letting
this
him get
lap,
away.
at this
Oh!
point of-
He gives him the
Oh, yeah.
bumper!
There they go.
Oh!
Go!
Oh my!
David to the lead.
And this will bring out a
Every
caution.
car was involved in that one.
This will bring out a caution, and the one person that wasn't involved is David Alvarez, which means we will get a green-white checkered.
Wow. Phil Parker was able to quickly recover into 3rd, but he just could not keep it
As
up.
we will
and
check the race chat. Yeah, it looks like we haven't heard a word of from anyone yet.
But the leader will be David Alvarez.
Roger
and
Ray
look who's
reports
getting
engine
second,
damage.
guys.
Roger Ray reports engine damage.
Look who's second. One of the dark horses of the night.
Oh, if Andrew wins, it is not going over with Rogers.
What do you mean? Lemke?
Yes.
And by Rogers, you mean Zach Rogers?
Yes.
Correct.
We'll see.
Remember, that was the guy that kind of got into Rogers down the stretch.
No, that if we can all take a moment to realize Rogers spun himself out, and Lemke had nowhere to go.
I went back and looked, and actually Lemke sent it in and got his door.
Well, then I'd still call that a racing deal because Rogers about lost it anyway. So
Lemke staying out.
I would too at this point.
Reason's going in, and so is Roger Ray.
As I do believe they're going to try and rush them to the back of the pack and get one to green this time.
Again, I imagine it'll be a 2-lap shootout. Just anybody in that top 5, I think. Should anyone make a mistake, we'll have a chance to win this thing. But right now, Johnny, it's looking pretty good for you and your pick.
I wouldn't be so sure because if Lemke does something kind of stupid.
I'm telling you right now, if when we get green and Alvarez gets the jump of a lifetime, I do not think they're going to be able to get to him. Lemke has
not
been
with a 2-lap to go restart. He's got to be really on it.
If Lemke does get into the 42 and we end up seeing a spin, don't count Phil out, because that would equal Phil being your new leader.
And before the top 3 reckon Levi wins.
Yeah, we've been talking all this mess about Levi all night, pinching other drivers, and he ends up winning this thing. Have we gotten the 1 to go?
Yep, most likely.
I do believe we will be going green this time.
We'll find out soon enough.
Everyone but Rogers caught up, but he has engine damage, so if anything, he's probably going to tell them to go. But we'll see.
We'll see when they come around here to put 104 off the board, put 105 up.
Here.
Nope, they're not going.
Oh,
no,
they are.
Oh, we're going.
They're going, and Lemke got a good jump. I don't think Alvarez was ready.
Oh!
Oh, and he blocks!
Blocking
if I'm
Phil Parker.
I just wait. If I'm Parker, I wait.
Oh, Levi McIntyre trying to go to the inside.
Oh!
There he goes. Phil Parker's around.
And honest.
Almost onto his roof.
He's the only one, so we stay green.
There we go.
Come on, David. Bring her home.
Lemke trying to bring it closer. If there's no yellow, we will see the white flag here.
White flag for David Alvarez. One more lap.
And there it is, white flag.
White flag.
Lemke, he's going to try. He's going to try and reel him in here. I just don't know if he has the car to do it.
Ooh, he got good exit speed.
Really good exit speed. He's got one more shot in 3 and 4.
He's going to sail it. He's got to sail it off into the corner.
Does he?
No.
I don't think he
does. No, he's not going to get there.
He's going to do it. He's going
to try it.
Side by side.
Red Bull gives David his wings, and David's going to win at Fuel Motorsports Park.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Oh, tempers are flaring here in the back.
Second place to Andrew Lemke. What a drive by Andrew Lemke to keep second. Third, Levi McIntyre. Fourth, Emmanuel Hartnett. Fifth, Carter Friesen. And Phil Parker in sixth. Roger Ray, seventh. To round out the field tonight as McIntyre goes tumbling down the backstretch. Wow, what a finish.
Let's see if David does some burnouts here. Even though they aren't that visible on dirt.
User joined your channel. User was moved to your channel.
Here is the driver that ended up finishing runner-up today.
Andrew Lemke, what a great run for you there. You nearly gave it a shot to Alvarez at the end there. Tell us, what did you think it was like out there on the racetrack?
First off, is my mic working correctly?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yeah, this was a long race, and I knew we had a shot with this car, but, yeah, actually, could you repeat your question? I came off a 10-hour day at work, so my mind is insane. Sorry
I'm just saying, what was
language?
We apologize for that language.
Yeah, I apologize deeply. Yeah.
To be there at the end of it, and down the stretch, what was it like?
It was a thing where I knew I needed track position. Passing guys was really hard. So, I barely avoided that last car and got minimal damage. So, I knew that was my opportunity. So, I was just sending the car in hard as I could, doing whatever I could. At the end, I was thinking about going underneath David, but I didn't want to kill him. I wanted to, actually race him for it. So I thought I could do a crossover. And I think that was the best the car could do, and what best I could do.
Well, nonetheless, a fantastic run for you, finishing second here tonight. If anybody else has anything for Andrew, please do chime in.
What was it like racing out there? We've seen a lot of people pinching and a lot of aggressiveness out there. What was it like just racing out there in general?
I think that this event, being a really special one, obviously, hence the series name, it definitely seemed to be a lot tighter competition, and everyone was running a lot closer. That not more than what you would normally see per se, but you could sense that people were on equal terms. So if you weren't on your game on the restart, and someone was going to be able to go below you, and the track position, as I said, is fairly important because there is ways to pass, but you have to earn it. So yeah, it's just really strong competition, really hard racing, and you got to have some luck too because there were some bad wrecks. I know it seemed like every time I started to gaining spots, something happened. Always the wrong place, the wrong time, but that's racing.
All right, man. Well, congratulations, finishing second, and we'll catch you up for the next special event, man. Good job.
All right, thank you.
User was moved out of your channel. User was moved to your channel.
And here we go. Here we have Levi McIntyre finishes third tonight. Levi, tell us about what it was like racing out there.
Despite making basic mistakes at times in corners, I thought we had a pretty good top 5 car for sure, and we were right where we needed to be at the end. People were complaining that I was blocking them or pinching them well, or blocking them well. No contact. If they can't handle it, that's their issues, not mine. It's not my job to let people go by unless I feel like it, but beside the point, do want to say sorry to Phil there at the end. Then again, he came down, I came up. It was just typical dirt track racing there. But nonetheless, third place run, happy with that. Probably the best finish I'm ever going to get at a dirt track, to be honest with you. And that's really all I got to say about that.
Alrighty. Anybody else have any questions for him?
User left your channel.
Never mind.
And he's gone.
Alright, I'm going to quickly grab Seth so we can get our closing remarks.
And get our broadcaster seat underway, as cannot forget about that, Michael.
To your channel.
Alright, Seth, welcome back here. We want to get your closing statements on the race and what in your thoughts exactly on how things went tonight.
I mean, to be honest, before the race was put on, I was testing the setup we had and everything seemed like it was going to be okay. And then when we got out there on track, the people were able to do things I didn't even know actually were possible with the way the track and the setup were. So I was actually really pleased. It was somewhat difficult to pass, but if you were able to alter your line, figure out where you were stronger on exit than maybe somebody else, we saw a lot of really good passing. Another thing that I also liked that I saw was there was a lot of double wide and three wide, and people were still able to make it work. So it was a lot more competitive than I was actually expecting it was going to be, and credit to these drivers for that. Obviously, there were some hardships there with when drivers would spin out, they'd come back down to the racing line and they'd get hit by drivers, but that's just how it works at dirt tracks. So overall, this exceeded the expectations that I originally had, so very pleased with how this turned out, and that was a heck of an exciting finish there at the end too.
Yeah, it was. Definitely was. I saw that Zach was a bit upset, mostly as about himself because of that incident, but he was one of the dominant cars out there. It just sucks to see it end that way for him.
Yeah, it's just like, for some reason, dirt tracks seem to be like super speedways. Sometimes the dominant cars don't always win. I mean, Phil was up there, he was strong tonight. Roger was strong, but he had that incident when Shelley was stopped in front of him. You mentioned Rogers was really strong. And, David Alvarez was actually very strong, not only early on, but also in his qualifying heat as well. So he faded back in the midway point and was able to fight his way back up there to the front as well. So a lot of comers and goers and hardships for some of the stronger cars, and saw some of the drivers that ran mid-pack rear of the field able to capitalize for good finishes tonight.
Yeah, anybody else got anything for Seth? Any questions, anything?
One thing, though, Seth, thanks for the memories. We'll gladly appreciate them.
Hey, I mean, like I said, this exceeded expectations, so I was really, if this is the last event that I hold, it's a great way to go out, and thanks to you guys for broadcasting it, because at first I wasn't knowing if this race was going to be broadcasted, and then Johnny and Rob, you guys asked me about it, and so really appreciate this.
Anything for you, man.
Yeah, you've done a lot for both of us, so we figured we'd give you one little surprise in mind, so there you go.
I actually have a question for you, Seth, but I'm going to wait till when we finish here to ask you it.
Yes, Michael, you can play Fortnite with us.
No, that's not going to... No. just no.
Seth, you set it back for the little heat stuff for the broadcasters.
Yep.
Thank you.
What are we doing?
The broadcaster's heat, come on.
I'm not even in the server anymore.
Once he sets it back to practice, you can get back in.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Alright, fine.
Alright, I guess we'll just be us two.
Let's go, Rob.
Alright. Now, since we're done, I'm going to move you, Seth, and we can talk real quick.
So our last little treat for the night will be our broadcaster's heat, and then we will be signing off for the night.
Stay on the apron. Just stay on your bottom right here.
How do you want to do this? You want me to have the pole?
I'll take outside.
Inside.
Let's screw it. Pace speed 100.
No, slow down.
Okay.
We'll go green at the line.
Still there. Still there, inside. All clear. Inside. Still there. Still there, inside.
This is for Seth. Here we go.
Inside.
And let's party!
You went early, wow.
How many laps are we doing?
15.
Still there.
Actually, probably 10 now. That's only us two.
Inside. Clear low, buddy.
Did I just send that in on you?
Yes.
Lap 1 complete.
inside. Still there, inside. All clear. Outside.
Did you save that?
No. Get her back rolling.
Inside.
Lap 2 complete.
All clear.
Man, these dirt cars are quite a handful.
Yeah.
Lap 3 complete. Lap 4 complete.
Ah, son of a biscuit.
I turn off traction and stability control, so fight me.
Damn it.
Lap 5 complete. Halfway through.
I believe this is lap 7 this time, or 6.
Completing lap 6. Lap 7 on the board.
And we wrecked it.
We wrecked, boys. Go take some stuff here. Talk to us, bud.
He's Gardner.
You okay,
Catch
buddy?
up.
Everything look okay in the back? Need fender work there, Chan. Step forward. Let's be ready, guys.
The heck is Gardner? Oh, I see him.
Is he quite a ways back?
Yeah, looks like it. I'm watching on stream now. I left the server.
Gotcha.
Completing lap 7, lap 8 on the board.
Car on the bottom here.
You're gonna have to go high.
Slow car in front of you.
Really?
I told you you had to go high.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you stop right in the middle of the track.
Yeah, and I got flat tires and I can't go back to the pits. Never mind, I'm good.
Completing lap 8, lap 9 on the board, 2 laps to go.
White flag.
White flag. White flag. Exiting 3 and 4, your race winner, Rob Evans.
There's a spin in turn 2.
My wrists are dead. But man, what a race. That was kind of fun.
Yep. So, to wrap all this up, guys, final thoughts from tonight's event?
That was pretty fun, though, not to say the least. I'm kind of surprised that David was able to pull it off, even though the carnage ensued before in front of him.
What amazed me the most is that Roger had one of the strongest cars, but I mean he just wasn't able to pull it off. I mean he was damn close.
I was so rooting for Phil. You know, Phil was right there at the end. I thought he was going to be able to hang on, just wouldn't end up being the case. Big congrats to Alvarez, though. Great run for him in the 42 Red Bull machine. I'm sure
he
they're
drove his
happy.
heart out.
I'm sure Red Bull's happy with that win. I'm sure his team and, of course, him and his family, they're great and happy about that finish. But I think that ought to wrap it all up here, guys, from Fuel Motorsports Park.
We will pull our cars into their stalls.
All right, give it a little, buddy. Come on.
And save the replay.
Yep. Alright, let's get this switched over. I'll be right back.
As that will do it for our coverage from Fuel Motorsports Park. We appreciate everyone who tuned in. Once again, thanks for everything, Seth. No matter what, you've always pulled through for many of us sim racers, and we appreciate your efforts in the community. This is Rob and Johnny and
Chris.
Dollarton signing off.
Signing out.